Yeah. Let's do a little bit of recap.
I get started because I have a limited time.
Yes. Okay. So, as for last time, for those of you who remember, you all managed to, after completing your work at the keep and sealing and cleansing that section of the keep of that necromantic energy, from whoever was attempting to summon the vampire. You were able to discover a section underneath that even underground section of the keep, after being led there by that strange wax elemental. Going through, you found that whoever set up the magical wards in the area was that same wizard named Davoth. You found that the area is very well protected by these strange glass-like eyes that would attempt to fire these beams, and they also seem to have incinerated the man who attempted to summon the vampire in the first place. Further inspection, you managed to find 3 working spellbooks, at least held together spellbooks, and a strange key with a green gem at the bottom. After a while, you investigated the elemental for a bit and realized that it can read Gnomish, or at least it understands Gnomish. No one in the party seemed to have the ability to speak Gnomish, so you had to leave him there as you guys went on, or at least he didn't want to continue onwards. Going back to the village, you realized that all the villagers were finally sleeping for once. Whatever you did seemed to have cleansed the keep. Speaking to the scholar at the village, after he seems to have been attending to the villagers there, you learned that Davoth is another name for the founder of the Imperial College, a man by the name of Septimus of Kragan. You then learned that the scholar at the village was a man named Lucius Samuso, who mentioned that he'd have to contact some of his associates in the college to maybe try an expedition on one of Davoth's old holds. He recommended that you maybe camp somewhere away from the town, just to avoid any prying eyes for anything that you might have taken from the hold. Which is what you did. And later the night, you made camp in a valley some further away. Not realizing that Dara, the new druid that came with you, was missing, you all started a bit of a nice little conversation unwinding by the campfire, before you were set upon by Dara and a group of Wendigos. The Wendigos tried to rip through the rest of you, and once you had done enough damage to Dara, you realized that he was a much larger Wendigo himself. The fight, which could have been considerably more dangerous had you not been a little smart about what you were doing, ended in Cassian being infected by what you all seem to agree on is some sort of curse, afflicting Cassian with the Wendigo curse and burning the body, Dara's large Wendigo-like body. After Dara's body burnt, Clank recovered the key from his body and began to fiddle with it. In an instant, you see as a purple orb consumes both Clank, Isse, and Mizuno, as they along with one of the dead Wendigo bodies, just disappears. The rest of you made your way back to Anthorpe, seeking some sort of shelter for the night. So, this is gonna, if you guys have anything you want to do, because it is Thondin, Sam, and Cassian, correct?
Yep.
So, do any of you have the anything with special long rests? I know 6. I think you're half elf, so you might have it, right?
In terms of long rest?
Yeah. Do you take a full 8 hours?
1 moment.
Yeah. Hold on. I think you do. Yes, you do. That's just only an elf thing, I think.
I think that's a full elf thing.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, can you do me a favor?
Me?
6?
Oh, fuck,
yes.
Yeah. That was good,
Make me a wisdom save.
Alright, I'm gonna roll this to you only to add some suspense.
Okay.
You said wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay.
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 So,
Alright.
me, on a little bit.
Full 8 hours like a loser. Hey, fuck you. Okay?
Okay.
Can I buy stuff?
Well, it's middle of the night right now.
I'll let the fucking
so-
shopkeeper up if I gotta.
God.
You're suddenly, this is the Cassian. You're suddenly aroused to
Rouse.
fucking God, I can't use any of these words around you people. You're woken by a strange whistling through the bunkhouse that you've managed to find a place to sleep in. You lucked out by realizing that the town had had this place for any travelers that visited there, for traders and the like. And the innkeeper and the man who manages the bunkhouse is more than willing to allow you to sleep here for free. But for whatever reason, almost as if the doors and the windows are open, there's a whistling moving through the bunkhouse itself.
Now, Cassian doesn't know what that is. 6 was a bit concerned. I know the meme of if you whistle out in the woods, a Wendigo might come after you. So, I guess I'll roll like an insight check to see if that's like if it's a wind or if it's something else.
Okay.
Because Cassian wouldn't know what it is.
Go ahead and roll me the insight check.
Oh, that one's really bad.
Okay. So you don't think it's wind, or at least not natural. It's almost as if it's directed. Like it's moving through the building and out through one of the doors from underneath.
Cassian being very cautious about his situation. Are my doors open?
No, none of the. This is a big room. Everyone's sleeping in the same room.
Can I see the door that the wind is directing me towards?
Yes.
I'm going to.
It's almost like you're sleeping in a barn, if anything.
I guess I'll go to the door cautiously and I'll open it slowly.
Oh my god!
Okay. So as you open the door, what seemed to be almost like a sparse trail of fireflies heads out into the woods. The light that they blink is very, very dim and not very frequent. It's almost as if it's a trail intending for you to follow. You can't help but feel some sort of attraction to it.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Before I go, I'm gonna wake up Sam.
Okay.
What is it, Cassian?
Can you do me a favor?
Aye, what's that?
Tie my hands behind my back and follow me,
What?
please. Tie my
Why?
hands because something has alerted me and I don't trust myself right now. I need you
Aye.
to follow behind me at a distance in case something were to happen.
I'll go and roll out of the bunk and go through my bag and grab out some of my rope and start binding him.
Okay.
Just bind my hands behind my back. Don't bind my arms, but just bind my wrist.
Yeah. Alright. There you go, Cassian. I guess lead
Alright.
the way.
Follow me. Stay about 10 or 15 feet back.
Okay. I'll go ahead and grab my swords and put them back on my hip and grab my shield and that to follow.
Okay.
And I'll follow. Oh god, I don't like how the music cut out.
Oh,
Sammy.
that's because I'm using Probot for the
I know.
little ambient thing, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's scary.
Okay, so say again your last thing?
I guess I will lead the way with Sam trailing behind me at 10 to 15 feet. I'll follow the weird firefly trail.
Okay.
Even though I know I shouldn't, you fucker.
So you continue down the trail until you reach a small clearing. You stand in the clearing a bit, kind of looking around, waiting for something, as Sam has also entered the clearing. What are your passive perceptions? 6, yours is 17.
Yep.
Okay.
My perception
Is
is
15.
15.
Okay, so 6. You can hear a bit of a, almost as if like a strong wind is blowing around the trees, like a groaning of wood. And very suddenly, there's a sort of noise.
Huh.
Sam, make me a Constitution save.
God damn it, dude.
No.
No. Oh my.
I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to be a deer that comes out and whaps
Ooh.
one of you in the face.
It better not be what I think it is.
So, Sam,
Yes.
okay. There's suddenly a purplish, almost sparkly mist in your face. It takes a second, but you manage to stay conscious, and you try to move towards Cassian, but then you fall over.
Do I hear him thud over?
You hear him thud, and you can see Sam attempts to move, but can't. It seems that this dust has paralyzed you, but hasn't done enough to knock you unconscious. Very suddenly,
Well, that perception doesn't matter.
you're looking at it.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. As you
Trees.
as you notice Sam falls over, you start to look around, a little panicky, thinking, "There's someone here." And it takes a second, and it's almost as if something made of. You're looking at one of the trees in front of you, and it looks as if a being made of pure wood steps out in front of you.
Nani?
Treebeard?
And you hear the words, "The Mistress of Stars beckons us." And then a rather feminine voice behind you steps out from the dark. "And the Master of the Space Between has sent us." The wood-like figure seems to clear, and what you see is a humanoid shape wearing these purple and black leathers. Their faces completely concealed, with the exception of two black glass pieces where their eyes would be. There's one behind you, and now there's one in front of you, and they're just staring at you.
I was gonna quote, "Are you the Borax?" But no. I'm gonna look. Does Sam look conscious, or is he just paralyzed?
Sam seems to be conscious. His eyes are open, and he's trying to move. He can't even really seem to voice anything.
I'm struggling. I'm trying.
Basically, yeah.
So, you're the ones that I felt drawn to when I first came here. You're not here to kill me, are you?
They don't seem to move. They just seem to stand there staring at you.
Well, I assume you wanted to speak with me?
They start to move, and they seem to just kind of walk in a circle around you very slowly, as if they're just observing you.
Closet, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are these being silhouettes, or do they have details on them?
No, they have details. They're humanoid figures. It seems that the one in front of you, whatever they're wearing, allows them to blend in almost perfectly with what they're standing around.
I know.
And that man in front of you was against the tree. He looked like he was part of the tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Are they hot?
Oh my god.
Well, they're completely covered, head to toe, in these leathers.
So they're hot.
Oh my god.
Anyway, but yeah,
You can't really see any details of skin or face or anything.
Gotcha.
Sam, as you attempt to cast your divine sense, it's hard to focus, but you can't really detect any sort of, celestial, fiend, or undead features.
That's good, at least.
Yeah, I guess I'll watch. It's like the circle around me, and I'll go into I don't know how to describe it. You'll go and you'll sit down in a crisscross applesauce type motion. I'll slowly do that because I can't really do anything else with my wrist tied behind my back.
We're about to lose another one.
You can see as they both stop, and the man you saw come out from the tree approaches you, and he kind of crouches down right in front of you. As he puts his face a little closer to yours, it's almost as if he's inspecting you a bit. there's just this very disconcerting, uncomfortable feeling whenever you're around him. As if the armor he was wearing was made to make people, sort of afraid of what's around them. He takes out a small little pot that seems to be clipped to his belt as he takes off the cover. What you can see is this very light blue liquid. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second.
Drink
as he puts a finger into the pot and begins to draw this sort of star on your forehead. As he begins to do this, you can see as Sam is starting to stand up, having avoided his paralysis, and the other one of these strange cloaked figures is already drawn a blade and a crossbow.
I'm gonna nod back to Sam like, no, just relax.
Alright, I'll just have my hand rested on the hilt of my sword, but I won't draw it.
And I'll go back to the male and I'll say, continue.
See, he finishes drawing the star, and he steps back. You'll know the answers when they come to you. See, he looks around for a bit. Do you have a map?
I do. And I'll kind of like shimmy my arms underneath like my butt and like kind of scoop my legs under. Can you allow my friend to release my restraints? They're more of a safety precaution for myself, if you don't mind.
He looks between you two for a moment. You could do that when we leave.
Okay, well we
In
do
the
have
meantime-
we do have a map then.
When you're ready, you'll travel to the city of Belagost. From there, the star will show you your path. See, he gives a nod over to his compatriot, and just sort of, as they both don't put their backs to you as they're looking straight at you, and they just sort of slink away as they walk backwards into the more wooded area away from the clearing. As you can see that their appearance starts to take the shape of natural formations around them, and they almost completely disappear.
Son of a bitch. I'll stand up. Sorry about that, Sam. I thought it was my little infection getting the best of me, but it seems like maybe things might be turning out in my favor.
Maybe, but do you have any idea who the hell they were?
Whenever I first arrived here, I got this weird feeling. I don't really believe much in gods or deities. Well, I don't believe in what they stand for. But, given my situation, I thought I might as well reach out to anything that seems to connect with me. Those two seem to be my answer. And they seem to be my best shot of getting out of here.
Then I guess that's a path we'll have to take. Since we
Some
don't
point.
know how long this curse is going to last on you.
Well, not only that, I don't know how much longer I can stay in this body. We've been on the road for close to about a month, a little over a month, and although I don't feel or see any signs of decay, that doesn't mean my soul can stay shunted here for much longer. I don't like to be a pessimist, but I don't think I can stay in a hollow shell for decades.
Fair point, considering the circumstances.
So we might have to change the plan from going to Fairmount or staying there for the winter. I know that we have concerns about travel, but as much as I would love to take a winter vacation, I don't think that'll be an option.
Agreed. If we at least get the box there and drop it off, Fairmount could at least protect the box while we deal with this situation.
Well, not only that, but half of our party is gone. We have no idea where they are.
Yeah, that's gonna be another issue we gotta figure out.
Well, Isse's with them. And as much as I, favor Mizuno and Clank, I love them both to death, but Isse is the more intellectual of that group. I have faith.
This is true. At least,
Love you, Royal.
at least with him there, they should be able to hopefully get out of whatever situation they're in, right?
Well, Isse is the brains, Clank is the wild card, which is always good to have, and Mizuno is the brawn.
Well,
We've seen Clank. We know what he can do with his acid and his turret. They're more than capable of handling themselves. We just need to get them back.
great. Let's get back to the bunkhouse. Come here, let me cut these restraints off of you for now.
And we'll do just that.
Okay. Okay. So, after just a little bit of, making your way back through the woods, you find yourselves back in the bunkhouse and bed down once again for the night. Okay. Now, moving on to our friends who seem to find themselves in a very spooky area. If you guys are all here.
I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah,
Data.
This is spooky. This is ideal.
Wait, what did you say, Royal?
This is ideal. This is exactly where Clank wishes to be. Clank
This-
certainly not spooked.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
We
This
still
episode-
got.
This episode is being recorded before Halloween, so
No, it's not.
yes, it is.
Future Man says it's Halloween.
Yeah, Future Man says no. Give me 1 second. Because since you guys are able to do that, I'm going to make a little observer token for you guys.
I was about to say, we might need the ghost cow token, man.
It's going to be a little eyeball,
Moo.
spooky eyeball.
Moo.
So hopefully you guys can all players observer. Okay, so I'm gonna activate this.
Also, if I drop out for any reason, it's because my phone disconnected. I had a truck drive down my street and take out overhead cables that were for my internet.
What?
That was cool.
Neat.
Yeah. They're like,
Wow.
oh, we're transitioning to making all of your cables underground. Cool. When? Well, seeing as that truck went through, pretty damn quick. Pretty damn soon.
So are you guys all able to see what's around here?
Yeah, I can see now.
Okay, cool. So, for if you don't have any ambient noises on, there are ambient noises in this area. So
Is
for
it a Probot or?
no, it's this is straight out of Foundry.
Oh, okay.
Why was there two Isses?
Why is there two Isses? Hold still.
Oh my god.
Stop it. There you go.
Kill them all.
Deleted.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't
So-
hear the fucking ambience, dude.
If you have your mouse around the area, or if you click on your on the observer token, I think you should be able to.
No.
I can't.
It's just
No.
a dull throbbing in the background.
Yeah.
Well, I sent you the wrong
Throbbing.
one. Ignore that one.
I
Make
was
sure
gonna say,
you go
that's-
to.
There you go.
Okay,
That's
make
still
sure
a
you,
great
Throbbing since
choice.
we're all around.
oh my god, I hate you. Anyways, so being teleported here from the strange key-like device that Clank held, you three managed to at least rest for a little bit. Or at least as long as you three actually need, since you either are elves or are a strange machine capable of only needing about 4 hours of rest.
Thank you.
You have found yourself in this rather strange greenish-like environment. The magic inherent in this area is very familiar, as it is very similar to what you saw underneath the keep.
Please ignore this.
I'm gonna wake up, look around, and go, well, I see that my internal nightmare hasn't ended. Clank, can you please fix this?
Could I roll Arcana on the key to see if I can, if it's more of like a one-way sort of, holy fuck, we're trapped here until we sort something out before we move, because I don't really feel like moving yet.
Sure, go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Me too.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna. If this fails, I'm giving it straight to Isse. Yours. I don't want this fucking thing. Fuck these cheating nightmares.
High elf supremacy, elven supremacy.
So, as Clank has no idea what it is, he starts panicking because he remembers the last time he touched the key, immediately teleported him. So he just threw it over at Isse. So Isse grabs it, and he starts looking at it. You wipe off some of the soot that was on there, and the orb seems to be dull. It doesn't seem to glow anymore like it did when it was pulled out of the fire. And you start to come to the conclusion that maybe this requires some level of ambient energy in order to charge the key, per se. But you get the feeling that if you were able to charge the key, you might be able to use this device again.
It simply needs a charge.
Well, what time of
rubbing his
charge?
hands together, trying to build a static electricity.
Clank, what the hell are you doing?
Rubbing.
And so, what's this over here? Staring at us?
Oh, that's just the observer token.
That is
That's
us from an alternate dimension.
Souls looking at you from beyond.
Yeah,
so they can see what you guys are doing.
Oh, okay.
That way they're not left out.
it's for the stream, man.
Do it for the stream.
Do it for the stream, man.
Do it for the fun.
All right.
I'm going to say
Oh.
a hate word. Simp.
You do see that there is a door in front of you.
Oh no.
Hey guys, there is a door in front of us.
Well, I reckon that
Oh, fuck.
maybe we can
Reckon.
find some way to charge it over there. I'm really sorry right now. I just drank a whole bottle of mead and I am fucked.
Like IRL or like?
Yes!
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Corporal, that's amazing.
Oh no.
I'm really fucking sorry. I didn't know it would fuck me up this bad.
Okay. Hey, stop cooking on things. Okay, so, what are you investigating, Ron?
To see if there's anything that can come out of the ground and snap my legs.
Well, it seems to be all solid ground. And looking around, you come to the conclusion that this is probably built by the same guy who built that underground section of the keep below.
Would it be apparent what this circle is we're standing on?
It's random.
After doing your Arcana check, it seems to be at least somewhat connected to the key. The key might be used to teleport people, but the stone circle and the artifice below you might be what's used to focus the actual teleportation.
Is there anything on the circle that I would be able to, that looks like it would attach to the key or charge it?
No, not really. It all seems to be painted on magical, like actual, runes and circles. Nothing really seems to be, like in a slot of some sort.
It's goddamn moon runes. I don't speak moon rune. I speak dwarf.
There seems to be a device created by the wizard for his own use. There should be no danger here.
Well,
Perhaps we can find its charging area somewhere close.
I reckon there's no harm in looking.
Big rig. Get out.
Big rig.
I love how you're moving.
And I'm gonna go up to the door.
I didn't know Clank was playing Rainbow Six, bro. He's droning out. Can't believe it.
Open the door.
And I'm going to slowly and carefully open the door.
Okay. Go
Take
ahead.
after your buddy Cassian.
In a bit of nightmarish hell.
So you can.
yeah.
You,
I just can't see.
Remember, you can hold shift and you can't see from the token.
No.
Oh no.
It is blind.
Okay. Let me give it vision. There we go. How about now?
Yes.
Whoever's
Okay,
controlling
cool.
the eye, move it into the other room.
Yeah, there you go. I will move it right. Well, once I, I'll move it like right here. You should be able to see.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's
Okay.
a star. It's bright. Unlike my future.
So
Nice.
you can see that this room seems to have at least the circles in here seem to be more active, as if they're trying to ward the hallway against something. More of these glowing cauldrons are in the area. Okay, what are you checking for?
Traps.
Attaboy, Clank.
No, and stand by. Magic traps.
Okay.
That was
Looking
good.
around, you can't see anything that seems to, point to an obvious trap. However, at the end of the door, you do see one of those glass eyes above the door. The same eyes that you saw in the underground section earlier.
Timothy, walk forward.
Is that what you named your
Don't
big rig?
die. Yes, this one can be called Timothy. Step on every single square.
As Timothy gets closer, you can hear sort of a whirring noise.
Oh no.
And then very
Good.
suddenly the eye opens further, and that same strange scanning-like color appears as it slowly floats through the hallway. It stops for a second, and then you hear a hiss, the light turns off.
Well, I reckon that it doesn't really see your turret there as a threat now, does it?
It did a hiss and not open the door, so perhaps it doesn't like Big Rig.
Boop! As soon as Isse steps in, the light turns on, and the eye starts to focus on each one of you for a moment. The light turns off, and there's a loud thunk as multiple things start to move. And then you can see the latch in the middle of the door retreat from the sides, and there's no longer a bar blocking the door in front of you.
Interesting.
I'm going to open it.
Okay. As soon as you open it, you seem to be you seem to see a that's supposed to be code.
I was about to say.
What seems to be part of a library.
Isse is hard as a fucking rock.
If you'd like, you could enter. Nothing seems to be around.
Move the eye. Thank you.
It seems to be around, except for the entire interior. Oh, Isse! Book!
Yes, there seems to
Mini
be quite a
book.
many books. First, let's make sure the books are secure. Something seems to be broken here.
Looking around, you can see that there's, for Clank, you can see that there's a rolled up piece of parchment sitting on the front of the desk. It seems to be a little newer than the rest of the objects left in here.
Timothy, don't burn it. Add Timothy. Yep, back there. No burning paper.
Okay,
well,
what
what
exactly
exactly
are
are
you
you
investigating?
Currently I'm investigating anything that isn't the books to make sure the area is safe for me to examine all of the books.
Okay. There doesn't really seem to be any traps. This seems, while this place is a little odd, to say the least, most of it seems to be just, in disrepair. This seems the section that you're standing next to. A bit of the ceiling had fallen in and landed on the table that had possibly contained some pottery. Looking around, you actually notice that this place seems to be rather strangely lit. The only light sources that you can think of are coming out of those cauldrons over by here, and for whatever reason, the entire area seems to be just brightly lit by some ambient magic of sorts. There doesn't seem to be any real light source around here. But, Clank, are you touching the scroll? The little...
No.
Oh.
Clank is not touching the scroll. Clank is going to call over Isse to have a look.
I'm going to take a nice seat in
You said
this.
it
I
is
think
newer
it's a
than the
chair.
rest.
I said it looks newer, I didn't say it is newer.
So is the parchment rolled up?
Yes, it's like it's the little thing right in the front. You should actually be able to click on it. I think.
Like this thing?
Yeah, you should be able to click on it. It should open a thing.
Nope.
Did
Oh, actually, yes. After I heard about 3,000 little pieces of paper scrolling.
Oh.
I did hear a bunch of paper scrolling.
Hello, friend.
Okay.
I applaud your efforts and ability and welcome you to this quaint little library. I'm aware you are quite surprised by the walls around you. How could I'm not
Empyrean.
sure. Empyrean, thank you. Form such stable structures? Well, while and consider myself an accomplished wizard and scholar, I am no expert in conceptualized reality on metaphysical engineering. The walls around you make up a rather strange structure created a long time ago, known to me as the Wanderer's Library. It seems to have been made a repository of knowledge acquired from many different dimensions and planes of existence. There also seems to be portals placed in different areas of the library that lead to said dimensions. I have tried to map out the
Ways.
Ways, thank you. I was going to say wayo or mayo, either or. I've tried to map out the ways between the worlds in an attempt to gain an understanding of the full structure of the library. However, this has proven to be near impossible, as the library seems to shift and change every hour. Anyway, I have done my best to stabilize this section of the library, as well as ward the entrance against something, I'm not sure, unsavory individuals. The books I've collected throughout the library, and though some of these may have fantastic, beyond my wildest belief, and I hope they are giving you the same joy they brought me. Maybe we will meet amongst the ways, or maybe we will meet in our own world. Should you be on my own kinsman? All the best, Septimus of Kragen. SE778. End the letter, that's it. Clank has
I appreciate
finished
the voice.
Clank has finished his narrative mode, returning back to normal Clank.
Oh no.
Wait, that said like 773 Isse, right?
Yep, 778 SE.
It said 3E778.
No, same fucking thing in my head. It's backwards. Do you know how far I have to lean in to look at that? It's like playing engaging telescope vision.
And what
I was surprised. I was willing to like read the actual like thing if you guys had problems reading that. I was happy you went through with that.
And what was our year? That we
It is 1598 IC.
Oh.
This was a
Do you
long
think we'll
time
still
ago.
Do you think
This
we'll-
is quite old.
Do you think we'll still see this man? He said he wants to meet up.
It is possible. We are in another dimension, after all.
Your brain to another dimension. Okay.
Well, I heard about this at school. It's when you are like on one island and then you get to another, but nothing's exactly the right, and everything's kind of wrong, but it's all familiar like, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but...
Nope.
Yeah, I have no
No
clue.
offense, but with your accent, it does not sound like you went to school.
I went to the school. The Callan school.
Leave school. Oh, my mama was taught there, and my grandpappy before her. And you see, it skips a generation. We don't have the money to teach every kid. We teach every other one. That way, the knowledge gets spread between the family, just like them genes. And then you hear
Jesus Christ.
as they
Anyways,
Huh.
so there are shelves around you, and there does seem to be a very large, rather intricate door ahead of you. And there also seems to be a note attached to the door.
Well, I'd like to see that too.
Okay.
like dead open inside.
As you grab the note, it's in odd runes. before what seems to be a magical effect starts to shift it. And it suddenly starts to form into Common. Or Elvish, whatever you'd like to read it in.
Please read it in common. Clank does not speak weird Moonrun.
The note says, "Hello, friend. Beyond this door is another section of the library that I've managed to stabilize. It seems to be much different than the actual library portion of it, leading me to believe that the library is more than just books, but also sections of sections of different material planes that have been put together. I welcome you to stay a while and enjoy this section. It's relaxing, and the waters have some restorative effect beyond them." The note ends there.
I'll go
Timothy,
open the
scout.
door.
Yeah, go open the door. So you can see what seems to be almost like a beach, like appearance.
Beach episode.
Looking up, you can see this room seems to be has a glass ceiling of sorts, a large window, and you can actually see a sun and a sky around it.
Break that glass ceiling. Go, girl.
Shut the fuck up, Romeo. As this seems to have a little stabilized, almost another dimension of sorts that's been stabilized here.
Is that door supposed to be open at the other end?
No, it's not. Thank you.
Timothy, report. Tell me what you see.
I'm gonna walk up to the water since he said it was,
Probably should have
restorative.
given
I'm
you eyes.
gonna dip my hand in it a little bit.
There's definitely a soothing feeling about it. It's almost like a weaker effect of what you'd expect a health potion to give you, or at least a small health potion.
Well, you say, how's the water?
Soothing.
Do you have a container?
I do not believe.
Let's see. I don't actually have a water skin on me.
I have a water skin, but it's filled with manticore blood.
So the water itself, while it might be healing, it's probably not very effective as a potion of sorts. However, you think if you were to submerge yourself into it for like a short amount of time, it should be a pretty effective way to recover from any wounds.
I'm gonna walk up on the bridge, turn around, and just kind of fall backwards into the water and.
Jesus
I
Christ.
hit his head on this rock right here.
Yeah, clearly.
It doesn't look very deep.
Traumatic brain injuries.
At least you would be healed. Does it heal emotional wounds? Because Clank can perceive all dimensions, because that's just what Clank can do. I believe I recall hearing that Clank's an idiot, essentially.
Maybe.
So, my question is, does this water heal emotional wounds?
If you'd like it to.
But
But
Clank doesn't want it to. I want to remember.
So,
and put
Tato.
it on another flight of stairs.
Isse comes to the conclusion that this actually might be some way of putting the key into this water might allow the key to absorb some of the ambient energy in the water itself. It might take a few minutes, but you get the impression that you might be able to charge the key here.
Okay. I'll put the key in the water.
And you can start to see as the gem starts to glow just a little bit. It doesn't have the same brightness as before, but so you might have to leave it in there for just a bit.
Yes, I suppose we will leave the key here as we explore the rest of the library.
We have to.
Can I roll investigation on this shell?
Sure.
I don't believe it will be dangerous.
So as you pick up the shell, you realize that there's a note taped to the bottom of it, or at least added, adhered to it. You grab the
always
note.
implied that I pick it up. I said, look at it.
Well, I don't know, because investigation, it's a shell!
Yeah, I was going to roll Arcana on it, make sure it wasn't.
Jesus Christ. And you notice there's a little note. As you read the note, it says, I don't know why the shell keeps appearing. I pull it out of here all the time, but for whatever reason, there's another shell. Sometimes it's a different color.
What does the shell seem to be made of?
Just a regular shell. As you check for any sort of magic influencing the shell, it just seems to be a shell. The shell itself might not be magical, but whatever is making up this room might be what's causing it.
Oh, well. Okay, Timothy is telling me to grab, so I'm going to pick up this shell and
Okay.
put it in my pocket.
Add a
I
little
want a shell.
odd
It
shell
looked pretty.
to-
It looked pretty. Clank like shiny things. Even though it's not really shiny, but it's got a nice blue to it. I really want it. I would like the description to be blue shell, please.
Okay, gotcha.
I promise that's now that I've said that, I promise that had no ulterior motive, but now it does. Now it does.
I hate you. So there is another door at the end of the room.
Oh, isn't there? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, this is. I was going
Are
to
there
say.
any notes on this door?
No.
Would you all like to accompany me?
I reckon we don't really have a choice.
I mean, you do.
Well, we always have a choice. I like this water, but
We can send in Timothy to scout.
I'm gonna go ahead and open the door.
So right out of the door, you can see that there's seems to be 3 large objects in front of you. What seems to be a large dragon skull, a cannon, and an organ of sorts.
Stand to the side because I don't trust Dragon Skull.
All 3 objects all seem to have notes on them.
I'm going to read.
Oh, what's in the room?
notes.
I'm gonna say I like
yeah.
this man. He leaves notes.
Knowledge.
So the note on the dragon skull seems to just say, I don't even know how anyone managed to bring this in here. And then it just ends there.
Can I write on the note?
Yeah, if you want to. The as you pull the note off of the cannon, it just says.
Sorry, I thought it was on the dragon's head.
Well, there's also the dragon. You can write. I'm assuming that Tato's pulling the one off the cannon.
Yep.
Or I'm at least reading it.
Okay. As you read the note, you can see. Once it says once again, I don't know how anyone managed to bring this in here. But anyways, don't listen to the cannon.
What?
After reading this note, I will go up to the cannon and listen for noises.
So you can hear just a tiny little voice, very like echoey, just say, "Hey, hey, hey, you!
Oh no.
Hello?
Hey, 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 hey! Wow, I haven't seen anyone in here in a while. Hey,
How long
Hey,
is a while?
hey, don't worry about it. Hey, 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 hey! You got like a fire, a light?
I do, but I'm not supposed to listen to you.
Oh, don't worry about that. Hey, hey, look. There's a little like cord thing at the back. Yeah. Just do me a favor. Set it on fire.
Are you gonna blow your load?
No,
Mr.
Why
Kelly?
not? Come on, it'll be fun. Fire me.
because there's a note that says specifically don't listen to you.
Oh, don't listen to him. He's a loser. Come on, fire the cannon. Fire me.
Oh god, no, dude.
I'm going to listen to the wisdom in the scrawled letter.
Ah, you're a
Fun.
loser.
Hey, no,
Loser.
take this off of me.
Lame.
I'm sorry, Isse, take this off of me now. Get rid of it. Take it out of my hands.
I see that Clank has started to pull a tinderbox from his gear, and I'm just gonna reach over and snatch it.
Ah, you're no fun. Give it back to him.
No,
Why not?
because there's a letter that said not to.
Well, how do you know he's lying? He's not. Well,
We're
he could
in
be
an
lying.
extra-dimensional space, and you're a cannon.
So?
This seems rather fragile, and you are a destroyer of fragile things.
That's not true. How do you know I'm gonna fire anything scary? It could be bread.
Because you're a cannon.
I don't know, but that seems kind of racist.
This cannon fires out health. Well, not this one but specifically.
no,
but
about you.
Yes,
you're
Isse.
being-
you fire that cannon, don't you?
Isse's being pretty racist towards a cannon at this point.
Yeah.
There ain't a lot of
You're
talking
not a
cannons.
race. You're a cannon.
Cannon
We're gonna
lives
move
matter.
on.
I'm not gonna finish that.
I want to see what's look down the barrel and see what's loaded.
You can't. As you attempt to look down the barrel, it seems that there's some sort of magical darkness preventing you from seeing at the end.
Oh no.
The voice is a little louder, like, "Hey, that's kind of rude looking that close into me."
I reckon that there ain't many talking cannons where I'm from.
Yeah, so that's why you should fire me.
That's how he
I reckon you're full of shit.
And I'm gonna go ahead and read this note over.
Well, I trust it. I trust it completely.
Okay, before you read the note, Clank, you try to figure out what's causing the cannon to speak, but you can't figure out anything. It just seems to be some normal cannon.
I see where it's speaking from.
At first
Did you just say a normal speaking cannon?
A normal cannon, sorry. The voice seems to really just appear from wherever you are. It's odd. As per the note, there's a note that's attached to what seems to be a hilt of a sword that's sitting on the front of the organ. As it reads, "A beautiful piece. I'm not really sure who brought this in here either. I actually have the opinion that it was built here. It's a rather strange, instrument of sorts. It's intended for you to stick the hilt in a key, a keyhole of sorts, right underneath the actual keys of the organ. Once it does, the organ will play a song. You can't control what song it plays, but it's always very nice."
Hmm.
Can I get Isse to?
I'll take the hilt and I'll put it in the organ.
Can I get Isse to roll performance?
One second.
Even though he's not really the one playing it.
Why? I'm not playing it. I just inserted it.
Yeah, how good are you at inserting it?
Give me 1 second. As soon as you insert it, there's a bit of you can hear some winding noises and gears, and as it suddenly makes a clunk noise and stops.
I'd like to think I'm very effective at inserting.
Oh. So you can hear the organ starts to play. I'm playing the music through Probot if you don't add it up.
I can hear it.
Is this copyright free? This better be royalty music.
God, you just fucked me up with the DMCA.
Yeah.
Fine, don't worry about it. I think maybe.
The plan.
Banned.
Well, YouTube, I apologize. I apologize.
So, the organ continues to play without any other input.
I'm gonna
Okay.
come over to these bright thingies.
So what you can tell, they seem to be standing, they almost look to be standing pools of shimmering water. They're odd in shape, and they don't really have any sort of appearance to them other than reflecting a bright white light. There's a note attached to this as well.
Ooh, I'm gonna read it.
The note reads, This seems to be a portal through one of the ways. I'm not sure where this leads, as this portal has never actually opened. Most of the times, when the portal changes, I often see shifting landscapes of fire and volcanic areas. Wherever this leads to can't exactly be friendly, so I would warn caution.
Not that one.
What about this here map over here?
So
Like
what
this
this seems
photo.
to be is a very large globe of what looks to be Oslan. As you turn it a bit, you can see a lot of extra land masses outside of the continent of Islan and Oslan that you've never seen before, as they sort of oddly snake around the place. As one area of it you can see is this land-like spiral that terminates into this very fuzzy, almost purplish-like mass that seems to move on the globe itself. On the north and south poles, you can also see this sort of curling-like vortex of landmass. And on both poles, it reads the World Spine.
Hey, Isse, ever heard of something called the World Spine, or...
Have I ever heard of something called the World Spine?
The
Yeah.
terminology is unknown to you, but the actual existence of the landmasses is at least theorized and known to the elves as a possibility.
I have not ever heard of it as such. But at least us elves believe those land masses to exist in theory.
I see.
Can Clank roll for history because he's technically dwarvish?
Well, you know, anyways, yeah, roll history.
Yeah, I know. But could you have been built by your dwarf? You're not. You're fucking
What did you say? I don't know.
I thought he didn't remember anything before the box.
He doesn't really.
I don't remember anything. I'm just rolling history.
So, looking at it, you try
Memory
to maybe use this as a to remember some things before the box, and it doesn't really come to you. You don't really. You have a stored knowledge of the area of Ozlin and even the continent that the city of Lorca is situated on, but you don't really have any knowledge of the areas around it.
My blank expression. You look over and you see that I look to be in deep thought. But you cannot tell because I have no facial features, but you can tell that I am concentrating very hard.
Any way I can roughly jot down like the other landmasses and such and so forth on like a piece of paper?
Sure. I mean, you probably still have some parchment or something on you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely could.
Can I have a piece of paper? Sorry. Clank wishes to have a piece of parchment, please. But unrelated.
You can also see there are windows situated around, and looking out, all you can see is this sort of swirling purplish mass. As the visuals of the land outside of this section of the library is very odd.
On another note, while we were resting, did I inscribe the 2 Devoth spells that I have the tomes for?
Yeah, it doesn't take you long to do that, right?
Yeah, it takes me like...
Yeah. Which spells are they again?
I think I have Dark Way and...
Chain
I've
missile,
got
yeah.
annoyance.
Chain missile, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have access to major annoyance now or not?
I need to refamiliarize myself with how artifacts do magic. I don't think it's book based, is it?
I don't think it is.
No, it's not book based.
Do I look like I know how to read?
I reckon that you don't.
I just make things that go with boom. I'm very happy with his major annoyance.
I feel good.
Okay, since you took a long rest, yeah, I will give you major annoyance.
Yes.
Or you allow you to add yeah, there you go. You got major annoyance. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you have a spell called Poop Pants?
Oh, that was if you read the description.
It just says uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What was that? I think it was when Cassian had
the double fear.
Big fuck off thing.
Oh yeah.
Double fear and then get it's like
that was foul, dude.
I hate you people. Okay. Anyways. There are other sections of the library that you haven't checked yet.
Timothy has noted a door over here. Timothy can also apparently see a giant causeway of light coming from this crumble.
Because it seems that whatever door used to be there has been shattered.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Clank is going to...
I just read something busted about Artificer. They can
Message
change
it to me.
their spell list after just 1 minute of fiddling with their focuses.
Yep.
Per spell level that you change. That's busted.
Fuck with me.
Alright, sorry.
You're lucky I'm an idiot and don't know how to play this at all. Otherwise I could make things very difficult.
Oh, you'll learn. You'll learn in time.
Clank would like to use all of his rope to tie himself to this statue and himself.
Okay.
This nightmarish.
Okay. So I'm gonna draw a little, and you should be able to hear a noise, yeah?
I want to say no, because it sounds scary.
Clank, what the hell are you doing?
Looking.
So as you look out of the hole, you can see is that there seems to be something emanating a bit of a pulsing wave. Well, let me give the observer like a lot of dim vision. a bit of this pulsing wave-like thing. There seems to be a large purple gem situated in this strange stone structure that's floating out there. And it seems to be not only emanating this energy, but making this loud booming-like noise.
I'm just going to stand here and listen because it's actually quite therapeutic. Do I feel any sort of like pulling force?
No, but you haven't put out your hands beyond the threshold.
Yeah, Clank's not.
But you can see that some of the destroyed structure and the stone out there is floating, just weightlessly in that space ahead of you.
Can I grab one of these rocks, like the ones that's still on the inside?
Yeah.
And see how they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to throw them, sort of in squirrel, in a line like that.
Okay.
Just to see one if they, like, if they're floating or if they like land on like a invisible walkway. Sort of thing.
So as you throw it, put sword and key. Oh, yeah. I guess it stopped, didn't it?
New song.
Oh no. I gotta find new organ music. I didn't think it would stop. It was supposed to go on for like an hour. Probot, please.
Probot, they betrayed you.
What's going on?
The organ
Probot's
stopped
on.
in Probot.
Probot just kind of annoys me. I need to switch to music. But anyways,
R.I.P. Rhythm, man.
yeah, right. Holy shit. Or Groovy, really.
Why does
yeah.
Google have to take everything we love from us?
Because it's Google, dog.
But
Gonna
As-
kill Mark Zuckerberg.
He doesn't run Google.
as you
He
as
runs
you,
Meta.
throw the rock, it just sails through the void. It doesn't seem to be pulled down by gravity or anything. As it just suddenly hits this, and then just bounces off. There doesn't seem to be a reaction. As it bounces off, it continues over into this direction, and then you can hear it bounce off another wall and then fly away into the void.
Posit, I want you to know right as you put this music on, great events are happening in my game and it fits perfectly.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Isse, do you feel like traveling the cosmos?
No. I have no clue where that rock went, and there's no notes here.
Oh no.
I was just gonna.
What did you do?
I was just gonna tie the rope around Isse.
you can see his Clank has taken one of the loops and put it around your wrist.
I'm going to raise an eyebrow. Machine, what do you seem to be doing?
You want to explore the cosmos? There's the glowy thing out there.
No, I
Glowy
don't want to go out there.
Glowy thing, good.
No,
Look, just
there's no floor.
yeah. Did you just see what the rock did? It floated.
Perhaps if we find a book or a note.
Rose
Until
book
then,
crossed.
no.
Is there a book around? Or a note?
Well, you don't seem to find any notes relating to this, but you do know that there is another door on the other side.
Okay, I'm going to take the rope off of the statue. Leave it on Isse. I'm going to... Hang on. Stand by.
You dragging him with you?
I didn't say not dragging, but it is from that... I grabbed the wrong thing, but it is 50 feet.
I'm
of
going
rope.
to remove this rope from my hand. Or wherever it was.
Make the DC strength saving throw.
Oh my god! But you didn't tie it around him.
Yeah, I don't
Did
have to burst it, I'm just untying it.
Frantically ties it up.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna let him do that. Can I
Oh.
do something to keep him from doing that?
Yeah, if he's gonna try and do that, I don't know if you want to push him or if you want to just move out of the way. Make a dex ability check. Why not?
Oh no.
Defender wins. No, Defender wins.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to, as you attempt to tie it around, he's gonna very quickly take it away and slap you on the hand.
Can I have my rope back? I won't put it on you.
I'll
know
slip
she-
it off and then toss it to him.
Can I also have my tinderbox back, please?
That depends. Do you promise not to use it on the cannon?
Give him the box!
If the cannon is now saying to give it back to you, so perhaps giving it back will wait until we.
Wait, no, don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. No, don't do it. It's bad. It's a bad idea. Don't give him the box.
And we were told not to listen to the cannon, and it is telling you not to give it back.
Yeah, don't fire
Change
me.
its mind. I'm not listening to it change its mind.
I'm going through this
Cannon.
door. Oh,
So,
I'm
as you-
not going through this door.
As you open the door, and you almost step forward, and then realize that this also seems to be another entrance into the void. More rocks seem to be floating freely.
Including one large purple one.
Very similar to the shattered purple rock on the other side.
Only someone had their rope on still.
Is there a note anywhere around this doorway?
Around this doorway, there actually seems to be one kind of slammed into one of the hinges. It seems to be unfortunately grabbed by the door. It's a little hard to read it, as some of it has been torn and smudged. As it seems to begin halfway through a sentence. Unstabilized section. Doorway opens. It's hard to read the rest, and it says, "Maybe wait some time. It'll lead somewhere else."
Clank has two ideas. Clank has two ideas.
Yes, machine.
Isse knows mending. Does mending work on paper and messages?
Yes, it does.
Well, it works on the paper at least. I'm not sure if it technically works on the message.
It wouldn't work on the ink and the like.
Clank has a second oh wait, does that work? I can't remember if it works this way. You know how you do the you get like a piece of paper and you draw over it, and it puts the copy onto another piece of paper. Like,
Tracing?
shows the previous.
Yeah, but that traces the pressure, and the whole reason that it's all smudged is it was creased in a door hinge. Sorry, I said that with more sarcasm than I intended.
You fucking better be sorry, because Clank's getting pretty fucking hot at the moment. Fucking. I'm not casting it, but you know what I mean. Clank's very sensitive today.
Yeah, don't be mean to him. You know, friend. You know how it'll make you better. Just go ahead, take that. You seem to be magically capable. Go ahead and light that little cord at the back end. You know, it'll make you feel better too.
Oh no, dude.
It might. But Clank is aware that you are aimed directly at a support column.
Don't worry about it. See, the other one fell, and nothing's going wrong with that.
Yeah,
Yes,
but that
I
means
wonder
it's
how
at-
that other one fell.
I'm sorry, is
the-
this Clank's little robot cannon, or
No.
is this something else?
No,
No,
Clank's little robot can's here.
It's a cannon that's just in the library, and the note was like, I don't know how it got here, but don't listen to it.
Isse is clearly, obviously it's the organ that fired the.
Right? Yeah. See, the organ.
Yeah.
He's a bad customer. I mean, who needs a sword hilt to play music? Who knows
do you
what? Well, I mean, I don't use a sword hilt because swords are, violent.
What do you use to play music?
I don't.
I'm
I just
gonna
listen to
lean
other people.
over and I'm gonna remove his fuse.
Hey! Extraordinary rendition! Stop that!
I must remove temptation from my friend.
He's hurting me!
That's my no-no square.
And
You can
Cannon.
hear as you pull away. You can hear a bit of a noise. And suddenly, there's another fuse there. Ha! See?
Is there still a fuse in my hand too?
There's still a fuse in your hand.
It seems to regenerate fuses.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try again. See what happens.
Well,
I'll probably
we can
get
make
another
money out of
fuse, and
fuse.
so will you.
Do it! I dare you.
You say do it. We can make money out of the fuse.
It's talking. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to walk away.
Yeah, you better. Coward.
strange little cannon.
All right. Now, my metal friend, come on. My metal friend, we have some similarities, you know. Come on, just light the fuse. Nothing will go wrong.
What is your name, Cannon?
I don't have a name.
Would you like to be called?
Cannon?
No, I've already got a cannon.
Well, that seems kind of rude.
Something along those lines. Maybe just maybe it's just Piotr.
Sure,
Let's
why
call him
not?
Peter.
That sounds.
His name's Peter.
All right. Well, that's a weird name, but okay. Sure, why not?
Wow.
Well, I've never heard that name.
Wow. Okay.
Everyone where I come from is named Cannon.
Wait,
This
where
is
exactly
big.
do you come from?
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
not talking to you.
Where do you come from? Where did you come
Racist.
from?
I come from Cannon. Everything's named Cannon.
Comes from a place of great originality of thought, it seems.
Can
Can
you
you,
get this racist away from me?
Excuse me, Isse, I'm clearly having a conversation.
Many
with
have
the
tried to
cannon.
suppress my racism. None of them have succeeded.
No, I'm clearly trying to have a conversation with the cannon.
Wow, he's really tapping into his white supremacist there.
Oh. You say he's tapping
Cannon.
into his elven supremacy. I love that.
Yeah.
Peter,
What's up?
Cannon.
What's up?
And can you change shape at all, like size?
Well, technically yes, but in order to do that, you gotta light the fuse.
Oh God.
Why?
Well, that's how I change shape.
Why?
What do you mean why? That's just how I change shape.
But why?
Why do you walk around on two legs?
Because I can.
Okay.
Why
And?
do you need a fire? Why do you need a
I'm gonna
fire to
start
change
going
shape?
through the books.
Because that's just how it works.
Have you ever thought about not doing it like that? Have you ever thought
Well-
of changing shape?
No, but
Well, then
I
why
don't think
give
this
it
is
a
good.
go? If you shrink, I might be able to carry you out of here, and then we can fire you wherever.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty cool.
I mean, either way, I'm gonna have to fire the cannon.
Yeah, but if you change shape now, you might be able to sit right there on my.
Well, sure,
on my
sure,
shoulder.
that sounds fun, but I have to fire anyway, so light the fuse.
I'd rather do it out of here. Oh, can we move you? Can we move you so you fire out this door?
I don't think that's possible.
Why not?
I don't think you can move me.
Is it because you're a static map object?
I don't know what that means.
That's metagaming.
I think you can. There's 3 of us here. 4 of us technically.
Well, okay, go ahead and try.
Yes, but all 3 of us have limp noodles for arms. Wait, I guess we don't.
Mizuno. The boulder does not have a limp noodle for an arm.
As you attempt to move the cannon, you think, if something was heavy, it would at least move just a little bit, especially on its wheels. But the cannon doesn't move at all. It's almost as if it's magically fixed into place. See, I told you.
Can't spell it. Easy. It's either we light the fuse or we move it. I want this cannon. Clank, wanty.
Okay, first of all, I need to do this because I forgot to.
You also get the impression by now the key must have been charged.
Just makes a micro me ding noise.
Go grab it. Go grab it.
So I have to be completely honest here. I am so fucked up. I've been fucking making organ playing noises on my fucking desk for like the last 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Come on.
And I'm like, I can't stop it. My fingers are starting to hurt.
You gotta stop,
Holy
man.
shit.
You gotta stop.
Okay. You should probably go grab some water, Corporal.
Waters for bitches.
Yes. Good.
Meanwhile, I'm looking for some good books.
That's the second.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's the
Ooh.
second natural 20 of tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me 2 1d100s.
Oh no. 101. Do it.
Jesus, nat 20.
I'm gonna look at this so goddamn hard.
Okay, 74. Then roll me another one.
24.
Okay, so you start looking through as the first book you grab has a note on it that quite literally just reads absolute garbage. And as you lift up the note, you can see that the title says 50 Shades of Drow.
Oh my god!
Wait, what did it say?
50 Shades of Drow.
It's
Oh,
literally
no.
torture porn. Put it
Oh
back.
no, dude! No,
What
dude!
you got there? What you reading there, Isse? Degenerate filth! Get away from me.
Real
Grab
time.
another one.
My dad has a copy of that book, or at least had a copy of that book. Jesus Christ, save me from this fucking suffering. Oh God!
You see another. You grab another book, and on the front of it is an artistic depiction of a race you've never seen before. As the title says, "Hit the apple, not my face. A detailed guide to archery."
That's a pretty
I don't
catchy
believe I
title,
need
not gonna
this.
lie.
And as
Do you want this? I'll turn to Mizuno. Do you want a guide on archery?
I fell off my chair. Yes, please.
I'm gonna go ahead and I guess toss it to him.
okay, eventually you find another book that seems to be not only shoved into this section of the bookcase, but has is in its own little box. As you open the box and take it out, it seems to be wrapped in this sort of what you would really describe as magical vellum. It's very heavily wrapped with multiple wrappings, and there's a note.
What's the note say?
Think about
The note says, "A word of caution. I received this book after traveling through some ways. A friend, from a place he referred to as Foundation, held this book. He says he had no way of taking it back to where he was, but he'd like someone to hold on to it to prevent other people from being harmed by it. I asked him what this book was, and he says, in the best way I could translate it, some sort of mental harm. He used the word cognito that I don't understand what it meant, but he described the book as being dangerous to one's psyche. I recommend practicing extreme caution when opening this book. In fact, I would recommend that you do not read this at all. I have covered it in multiple layers of a magical warding to prevent whatever's causing it to be harmful from leaking out."
I guess I'll put it back in the box. Actually, I'm just gonna, crack it ever so slightly and look at like the edge of the page. I'm not gonna attempt to read it. I'm just gonna see if the symbols look the same as as the scary Bible.
You are tempting fate.
Okay, so it's the entire book is encased in this vellum. So as you start peeling back some of the vellum, you feel a bit of a wind pass by you, and you can see the title is shifting until it sets, and the title of the book says, "The Fall of the Empire."
Oh,
Oh. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna wrap this back up and I'm gonna put it in the box.
dude, where did we get this fucking key again? Holy shit. Oh my god.
Okay, as you wrap up the book and put it back in the case, it doesn't seem to react. The book is still there in the case.
Are you taking the book with you?
No. I will follow the instructions on the note. It must be kept here for safekeeping.
And
Well, I'm gonna go grab the key.
through books.
Okay. So, roll me another 1d100. As, yes! Actually, as you enter the room once again, Royal, this is Clank, you notice that there's another shell there.
Oh no.
What color is it?
It's once again blue.
You just don't want to make another sheet. That's okay. I'll leave that one there. That can be someone else's blue shield.
Okay, so once you go up to the key, you notice that the gem at the bottom, at the back of the key, is now glowing bright green.
Pick
So,
up the key ever so delicately. Do not activate it.
so, Tato, as you pull out another book, you find it's a book called Landmarks to Visit Before You Eventually Die. And it details a lot of landmarks and monuments in this very strange country that you've never heard of. In fact, it's so odd that the book doesn't seem to translate properly, just like the other books in the library. And most of the places, the names of the countries and the cities are all in this runic alphabet that you have no idea how to read.
I'm gonna put it back on the shelf and keep looking through books.
Okay. So,
Kelly?
Hold on. I'm sorry for interrupting. Be quiet real quick.
what? What?
Hold on.
No, stop! Okay.
No. The music in the background.
Okay, yes, I get it. Anyways, Royal. So, are you looking through books as well?
Sure. Clank likes
Yeah.
books. Even though I don't know how to read. Clank wants
If you want to roll me a 1d100, and you still have the key. The key is actually glowing very brightly now, much brighter than whenever you first interacted with it.
Okay, well, roll back. Okay, once I finish looking at books, I'm going to. This is just for future. I'm going to make my way back over to Isse. Actually,
Okay.
wait, even better. Timothy, come grab the key. Take to the racist elf.
Okay. So as you're waiting for the key to be delivered to Isse, you grab a book and you realize it's a book. As you read the title, the book is called "Every Accomplished, Recognizable, Sentient" by Talentop Gnome.
Ooh.
The fucking gnomes. We can't get away from them.
As it seems, this seems to be a section of a very large book, as the rest of it is burnt away.
Realize it says "knob me."
Knob me. So
Knob
Potato
me.
is Issa, you can see as little clanking noise as the spider bot runs up to you, holding the same key with its gem on the bottom energized.
Thank you, small machine. And I will receive the key and put it in my bag.
You're very lucky you said thank you. Whoa, Clank was building up.
So you get the impression that you might be able to use the key again. Where it'll send you is a little up in the air, but you have the idea that you might be able to use the key back to go back to where you first teleported from.
I reckon that we should probably do that where that body of the
Where we
Jesus.
came in from?
Yeah.
If you'd like to
Body
find
of Jesus?
yes. If you'd like to, before you do that, Tato, if you'd like to try to get another book, roll me a D100.
Can I roll the D100? I want to get a book too.
Yeah, sure.
I want more reading material.
May I roll a D100 as well, please?
Sure. So, for Isse, you find a book called Tick Tick Twang, a detailed guide on creating clockworks, golems, and other animated items.
Ooh!
Definitely not traps. So,
Hopefully finds the firearm book.
so for Clank, you find fitting a square peg through a round hole, the curious mobility of oozes. And for Mizuno, you find Harold Haversham's Holistic Handbook of Healing. This seems to be a beginner's guide to crafting potions and other medicinals.
So essentially
Yeah.
becoming Heisenberg.
What was it called again?
Harold Haversham's Holistic Handbook of Healing.
I'm gonna take the book and put it in my stash.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys would like to use the key, try to use the key again, you can.
Oh. Can we send the little robot? No, can we send Timothy out to investigate the gem? Timothy is expendable.
You could.
Thoughts? Mr. Racist Elf, known as Isse.
We're saying, wait, where are we sending Timothy?
Out the door. No, out the rubble.
I suppose it is your small machine.
He doesn't mind. Timothy doesn't breathe. And his life is coming to an end. It's certainly been some time. Timothy.
Go into the vast unknown, Timothy.
As so you're having Timothy step forward out of it.
Hang on.
you're doing a rope.
Yeah.
So as Timothy steps out beyond the border of the little broken wall of sorts.
You move him. I'll control the rope.
Okay. You can see as the light around as he steps forward, he starts to gain some momentum, and the light suffusing Timothy's body seems to just go dull, and then just disappear. As what seems to be Timothy's lifeless body just floats through the void.
It's fucking depressing.
And as soon as Timothy floats closer and closer to the source of that pulsing energy, you see as he starts to rip apart until he's almost completely atomized.
Oh no.
The rope beginning to fray as it grows closer to that energy.
Frantically drags in the rest of the rope. Nope. My rope. It's my rope. Get back. My rope. Mine. So, yeah, Timothy's no longer with us. Probably good that Clank didn't put Isse out the rubble door. But, science, you never know. We're all about exploring things. Hey, Isse, you want to go out there and see if you can fare any better?
No.
Okay. Howard. Pussy bitch. I'll just do one last little look around, see if there's anything. Note.
Okay.
Is this
You see it by the door. Hold on. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, it was
Corporal, what were you saying?
Corporal.
is this painted black
What?
by Metallica?
Yes, it is.
Oh, probably,
and
yeah.
the one before it was Gangster's
Gang-
Paradise.
Yes. Anyways,
That is
So,
great. I didn't even know this.
That's why I said, hold on just a second.
yeah, I know, but you can't. You gotta just DM me or something, guys, please. But as you're looking through the bookshelves, you actually see one poking out from the side. It's got a very shiny appearance, and the title seems to glow like a dull gold color. It's just standing. It's right here.
Well, Isse spots it.
Oh, third natural 20
So
of the
you-
night.
You grab it really quickly and try to hide it to yourself, and you can see the title is "The Keeper of Keys."
Do I see him snatch it? Notice him snatch it?
What's your passive perception? Well, I mean, it's going to be against your passive perception, so it's if you could beat 23.
I moved so quickly. I wasn't really intending to hide. I just wanted to grab it before Isse grabbed it because he's a little fucking book goblin. I'll happily share it with, or show him. But it. Isse, would you like to read the book that I just grabbed?
Yes.
Okay.
If you do
can
not
read it.
mind, machine.
Yeah, I want it back though. It's my book.
Okay.
Okay, you
So-
can read the book.
As you grab it and look through it, you can see as the gold shimmer just seems to move from left to the right of the title. As the title, "The Keeper of Keys," just shines again in your face. When you open to the first page, the title's the first little frontispiece says, "Are you sure you want to continue?"
Oh, that's just great.
The book seems to be asking me if I would like to continue reading it.
I reckon that would be a bad idea if it asks you.
But it's not in a box, so it must not be dangerous, yes?
Did it have a note on it? Did we see a note?
No, there was no note on this.
Well, surely if it was dangerous, there'd be a note there.
Yes.
Like, cannon. Yes, the cannon.
While there is a distinct chance that the book is why Devoth is not here now, that's a very small chance. There's lots of books here. And a
I
cannon.
reckon that's not a bad line of thinking.
Cannon.
I will continue reading the book.
As you turn to the next page, it says, "Are you really sure? You probably shouldn't be around any ledges."
I look around for some ledges. I don't see any. Just in case, I'm gonna go in the healing room.
Healing room.
And now I'm gonna chill under this tree, and then I'm gonna read it.
So you turn to another page. You're like, "Well, I guess you asked for it." Turn the page.
I turn the page.
It seems that there are no more pages in the book, and what the rest of the pages are is a solid mass. The next page seems to be a swirling black vortex. It has purple tinges in it. You look into it thinking, this is odd. And there doesn't seem to be anything else. Nothing in the book seems to react. And then you start to feel a little sleepy.
Uh-oh.
You think, this is a little odd. I'm an elf. As your limbs start to feel a little heavy.
Am I able to throw the book away from me?
Sure, if you'd like to try to close and move the book away.
Yeah, I'll try and move the book away.
And you still have that sense of heaviness, and you try to stand before you fall unconscious.
Where's this happening? We're still stuck in the other room.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yep, sorry about that.
Yeah, my bad.
It's, both Mizuno and Clank can see as Isse has completely fallen asleep.
Pull the Cassian, dude. Knocked
I'm
out by a
gonna
book.
go up to Isse and I'm going to put him over my shoulder and come on, lad. We're
What
going.
you can see is, you can hear as the key is jingling around in his bag.
Before we do that. Okay. No, stop.
What are you doing?
I want to use the soot that would be on this torch. I would like to draw an Isse.
Okay, yeah. What are you drawing on?
No, do you see how he's got like his forehead tattoo?
Yeah.
Just want to color that in.
I hate you.
Fuck, man.
It's amazing. Okay, so you start drawing soot on Isse's face. He doesn't seem to react.
Just because he's unconscious.
The book, The Keeper of Keys, is on the ground by Mizuno. Seems Isse's attempted to throw it away from him before this ended.
And I
reckon that's a very spicy book.
question is, do I put it in my backpack and just ignore it, or do I tie a little bit of rope to Isse's foot and then tie the book up with the rest of the rope and just drag Isse's lifeless corpse down south? Which do you prefer, Mizuno?
Could you run that by me again?
Put it in a backpack, or tie it up with rope and then tie it to Isse, and then just drag it.
Suggest that you put it in your backpack.
Can I put it in Isse's backpack? I mean, you've clearly got a free hand. I'm holding my hammer and a tinderbox as I frantically look back at the cannon. Can you put the book in Isse's backpack for me, please, Mizuno?
I have him over my shoulder right now, so...
Well, then it'd be easy to get to his backpack.
Alright, I'll put that book into his backpack, and I'll look back at Clank and say, I don't know. What's our next move?
I say we just walk back down the way we came and go out through the teleport, try the key. You never know. I fixed it once. No, I used it once. I might be able to use it again. We'll fake it till we make it. Who knows where we end up? Does that work? Mead infused Mizuno?
Yeah, that sounds like a rational course of action. And I'm gonna try to look through his stash and grab the key. And I'm gonna hand it to Clank.
We're mobile. Oh, can I do? But while we're walking through, just a quick glance. I'll do it at disadvantage. We're going through it quickly. See if we saw anything else. Come on, Mizuno. We're going. Oh.
Sure thing. Now, you sure that this is going to work, right?
Well, remember how I asked for that parchment before?
I reckon I do.
I reckon you're going to have to sign this waiver that says if anything goes wrong, you will not be mad in any way, shape, or form.
At a character, I'm trying to stay conscious right now, and I'm really focusing all my energy on staying focused.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay, wicked. Alright, if you can just sign here. Initials there. Date there, which is the 23rd of the half, 1598. And signature there. Oh, and printed. Thank you.
I reckon I'm not going to actually sign anything, I just want to go home.
Yeah, but I hold the key, you gotta sign it so you can go home. Sign the paper. Get it.
I sigh, and I'm going to sign the paper with my parchment signing pen. And
Amazing. Alright, here we go. What do you need me to roll? Arcana?
Tarrasques comes
Pause it.
bursting through the wall.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Roll me your comment. I forgot. I put myself in push it down. Okay. You fumble around the key for a little bit before you realize, what if I just touch this green orb thing? And then very suddenly, that same purple sphere occurs all around you, and you suddenly find yourself. Suddenly find yourself back in the valley.
I'm going to blink left, and I'm going to look to my left and to my right and say, I suggest that we wander back to town and not stay here.
Still loading, please stand by. I'm stuck at 50%.
So my
Oh, no, there
computer
we go.
crashed there for a second. Are y'all carrying me?
Yeah,
Yes.
they are.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And the book's in your backpack.
Okay.
Amazing.
You get
Look at
water.
us. I'm imagining that the rest... No one's around here. Hang on, actually. Wait a minute. Is anything out of the ordinary between me and Mizuno?
What do you mean?
Is there anything strange? Is there anything... Did the teleport change
Oh,
any physical appearance or anything like that?
Nothing really. No, nothing seems to be changed.
Okay, good. Alright. Judging by the burnt out cart being partially recovered, and there's no supplies here, I'm going to say the rest of the cowboys went to town. So, I don't know where Isse's thing is. I'm going to assume it's somewhere around here. Either way, Clank would like to drag... Oh, actually no, you're still on the zero shot. Clank would like to make his way to town. Clank moved away, because assuming it is this way.
Okay, yeah. You'd be correct. After a little, you start to head over back to the town of Anthorpe. Eventually, you can see one of the villagers in the early morning, still awake, as he flags you down. He lets you know that the rest of your friends are staying in one of the bunkhouses. So they seem to be resting there after whatever you seem to have encountered.
Encountered spooky thing. Great. So I'm assuming I just make my way to the bunkhouse, along with Mizuno and unconscious Isse. And probably should figure out a way to wake up Isse.
Yeah, I still have him
why is the organ
on
playing?
the shoulder.
Again,
Ow.
Probot. Jesus Christ.
Ow.
Fuck you, Probot. Okay. Are we? No, we're not. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's so loud in my ear.
So, sorry. Say what your last name was, Mizuno or Corporal, whatever. Yeah, words. Corporal.
I believe I was agreeing with Clank.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
I am out of character. I am really sorry. I am.
No, you're good. I understand.
I drank 2 bottles. That was 2 bottles too much.
2 bottles?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Bottles? Bottles?
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
bottles.
After a while, you find yourselves in the bunkhouse, and you can see as Thondin, Sam, and Cassian are sleeping in the bunkhouse. There are other empty beds.
I'm gonna find the nearest empty bed, and I'm just gonna kind of collapse. I'm gonna put Isse in one of them, like very, very gentle, like, and I'm gonna find the next bed over, and I'm just gonna collapse and just start. I'm just gonna completely be asleep.
I guess probably does that sentry mode.
Okay. Cut to a couple hours later. The rest of you start to wake up, and you realize that Clank, Isse, and Mizuno have made their way into the bunkhouse. Isse still seems to be asleep.
Huh.
He's so lazy. Lazy Isse.
Who else is up right now?
The rest.
Thank you.
Thondin would like to be awake.
Yeah, the rest of you guys will be waking up around now.
Clank, how the fuck did you... Where'd you all come from?
Outside.
No, I mean before that.
Probably inside, then outside, and then now I'm inside again.
No, I mean where did you go after the fight where you poofed out of existence?
Inside a library.
Oh, I bet
In a
you say
different
how to...
dimension.
Say what now?
I think there was lots of purple and stars and
Well.
lights.
So yeah, you were definitely
Yeah, I was definitely inside.
So
There was a roof above me and a few walls. So I was inside.
So let me get this straight. You got teleported into a library in another dimension where you could see a starry scape on the outside.
Yep, that does seem like an accurate recall of what I just said.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, recap.
How did you get back?
How did I get there? You saw I teleported.
No. I mean, how did you get back?
The same way I got there. I poofed, and then ta-da!
With that key.
The magic key. The key. The key is the key to poofing.
Well, that solves one problem.
Wasn't
New
really a
problem. Isse, he's usually up, and I think that
Yeah,
you
he's
would
just
be
like-
very excited over being in a library. Why is he asleep?
I don't know. He read a book and then he passed out.
I'm gonna look over to Sam. See, I'm not the only one that gets knocked out by a fucking book.
I mean, fair. I'm gonna go over to Issa and give him a little slap to wake him up.
No, you gotta. That's not
He
gonna
doesn't seem
work.
to respond.
Here, I got this. I'm gonna take my water skin and I'm gonna pour it on him.
He once again doesn't seem to respond.
This motherfucker.
Was your
I hit
water
him with
skin
my
filled
hammer.
with
No, it's filled with water.
Okay. Making sure. Here, wake up, have some drugs.
You got that last one, right?
Oh yeah. I was just eating some chocolate pretzels.
Yum, 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 yum.
Well,
Give me your chocolate bricky.
this is going to be a...
Yeah.
Well, it won't necessarily be a problem. He'll have a
Do you want to
wet...
read the book that he read? It's a very long read.
You know, I'd rather not get knocked out by a book for a second time.
What do you mean? It's just he just read it. He hasn't slept. We didn't sleep. We were in the library for a while. He probably just had to sleep.
I still don't trust it. I think I'll pass.
Read the book.
No.
One day I'll lie. Oh well.
day I'll lie.
Wait, you said lie? You rolled a perception. You rolled a perception.
Oh, did it?
spell check.
Oh, sorry. Whoops. I wasn't meant to do perception. I was meant to do persuasion. I can't. I was wondering why I had a +4 on that. I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
And doesn't matter.
My passive insight beats that. So no. Well, I mean, I don't think it's really a problem if they stay here. They're in a public bunkhouse, and I don't think they're in any danger here.
Do you know how much crime happens in a public bunkhouse?
Would you like to? Would you like to
Enlighten
say?
us. What's the
the-
statistics?
It
Clank?
sounds like you're
No,
very
Clank,
familiar. It sounds like you're very familiar with this.
No, Clank doesn't. I was just asking, really, more so.
No, I don't. I don't.
I would
So
imagine
the-
it's a lot.
As you're talking back and forth, you can see his Isse just jolt straight up out of the bed that he's in.
Oh my!
Jesus Christ.
Sis! Kill it! Read the book again.
So, welcome back. I heard you had a little bit of an escapade out into a dimension, probable astral sea, maybe? Sorry for trying to wake you up with water. I thought that would work, so I apologize if you're wet.
If your cheek hurts.
Would you like to explain what happened? It seems like from what I've heard, you read a book and you fell asleep.
Yes, it seemed to provide me with some sort of vision. There was
Can't-
a half-human, half-dog, asked me if I would like to hear a story,
Oh
or
no.
if I wanted any keys. I asked what if the keys would come with me. It simply said, if you complete the story, try not to die. I said, what story am I completing? It responded, well, no one finished the one of falling rocks. And then I was crushed by rocks.
Oh. See, this
And then I woke up, yeah.
This reminds me back when we were at House Orsini and I read that book and had that vision about Imix and the other, throne elemental bearing individuals. But, I thought it'd be a little bit more insightful. That just sounds like a really bad drug trip, my friend. But I believe you.
Rocks.
Rocks, yes, we hate them. Question.
Whoa! The rock people of the south are nothing to be hated.
Are there rock people in the South, Clank?
Probably.
Do you know that
Imagine
for
if they're
certain?
people they can move.
I think the machine is just being confrontational.
Yes, he has a tendency to do that. Well, we ended up having a little bit of a visit from someone who may be able to help me out, not with my problem, but with my other problem of getting home.
I was going to say, your problems, just saying problem does not narrow it down when it comes to you.
See
You
the
have many problems.
well, you do have a point. Not my infection, but me getting home. You see the star that's on my forehead?
I do now.
Well,
Never really noticed it.
I ended up getting tempted by a trail that led me out into the woods, so I brought Sam with me in case something were to happen, and I ended up going rogue. And 2 individuals came out, and I believe... Also, what did they say that they stated themselves as?
They didn't exactly state themselves as anything.
I know, but what did they say
said,
as they greeted me?
They said the mistress of the stars beckons, and the master of the space between sent us.
I'll relay that. That's what they said as they introduced themselves, and they told me to head to Belagost. And once I got there, the answers to my questions will become clear. So, seems like we might have to have a change of plan. Instead of staying the winter in Fairmount, seems like we're going to be going there, dropping off our package, multiple packages, and then heading over to Belagost. If we do plan on dropping our packages off at Fairmount.
Virtually Clank.
But, first things first, we need to solve my infection, or else we're going to have a lot more problems.
Yeah, we should probably go see if we could find a priestess or
Well, we don't know where the priestess is. I still have a...
apothecary or something.
Wait! That scholar said he's going to be in town for a few more days. Do you think he knows Gnomish?
Possibly.
Didn't those wax elementals understand it?
I think so.
Maybe that scholar can... I don't know if they know Gnomish, but maybe if they do, or if they have a way to communicate with them, we can ask those wax creatures if they know where the priestess is at. Maybe she can help us.
Would be handy.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably our best bet right now.
Well, should we go to the scholar, or should we ask around town for a priest or a cleric of some sort?
Well, we could probably ask around town on our way out to go find him.
That is true, yes.
And then, because I mean, Fairmount is still a ways away. We still have to pass through the Black Fort, so
Well,
and then we don't know how long you have.
I don't want to think about it.
That'll be fucking grim.
Well,
Cool.
Seems like
Yeah, but-
Mizuno is going to be out for the count for today, but that's fine.
No, I've been listening to everything that you've been saying, and I kind of just turned towards y'all and...
I mean, May, not to,
Corporal?
not to,
I just
not
That was-
to rustle your jimmies, but you look pretty out of it, mate. You look exhausted.
Out of
You look
character,
like-
I am dying.
I know. I'm trying to give you
look
a
like
way
10
out.
Pounds of
I'm trying to
like
give
10
you.
pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah, but I know if I don't contribute... Well, actually, no, you guys aren't going to screw up, but even then...
Oh, we'll
But
be
still-
fine. No, fucker. If you're not feeling too good, go ahead and fucking rest. I'm giving you a way out. Take it.
I'm not.
I can do it.
We'll go.
I just have to use the bathroom first and maybe throw out my
You-
guts.
you-
but that's
use the
beside
ba- Use the bathroom. Get some water. Well, Mizuno is going to.
this current session is sponsored by Chaucer's Meat. It really fucked Mizuno up. Jesus Christ.
If you ever want to come and do a D&D session completely fucked up, grab that mead. 2 bottles exactly. That's the Mizuno special.
Yes, it is the Mizuno special. Jesus fucking Christ.
You
And
should-
percent
okay,
liquors.
okay. Before you continue, stand up, get some water, and walk around.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
No, for real.
I'm
Do it.
really sorry, guys.
You're fine.
You're
Just do
fine.
it. Stop apologizing. Just go.
Okay.
Go. Stop
Breathe.
apologizing.
Just slight devolution of his own mental state.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
God.
Shall return, I promise. I am MacArthur
Take
in
your time.
1940.
No, take your time. Just go. We can
Come on,
make.
Cassian, let's go find you.
Right. Clank, are you Clank, Isse, Thondin? Are you all coming with, or do you all have other things? Thondin, I know you were eyeing some of the markets before we came here. Would you like to go and purchase some gear before we go and go down and talk with your wax friend?
Wax friend more important.
Wax friend, my apologies.
Waxy boy.
All right.
I
Uh,
come with.
Well, I guess we're gonna go to the scholar's house, but on the way, I'll ask if there's like a priest, a cleric, anyone with divine magic that can maybe heal a curse, if possible.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
No, bud. You're done for.
You're done. Dead. Dunzo.
Gone.
Rigatoni.
I made the joke with Klaus. I was like, whenever I made that religion check at the last session, and it just showed that fire. It was pretty much the God saying, "Oh no, man, you might want to get that checked out. I can't really help you."
Oh, I'm sorry. You've tested positive for HI Wendigo.
God.
Okay. So, Thondin's looking for equipment. No, you're going to look for Wax Boy.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a priest first, or cleric of some sort.
Yeah, Thondin's coming with us, I think. But we're gonna ask around town if there's like a cleric or a priest or anyone with divine magic that can heal a curse.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna meet with you near the front of the keep. I want to run to market.
Okay, yeah,
Since you guys do that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I was asking. I was like, do you want to go get gear or no?
So I'll go with Cassian and make sure we can.
Thondin can
Okay.
handle his own.
So,
Jump.
as you're walking around, I'm gonna to yours first, but looking at the cleric, and you start asking around. You can see that the people have a new life to them. If anything, the village doesn't seem as drab and depressing anymore because these people have actually slept for once. And you realize that they're very welcoming and inviting people. They still have the bags under their eyes as if they haven't slept in quite a while, but attitude-wise, it's a much more pleasant location. You go between villager to villager, and you start asking them if there's any priest or cleric of some sort. And they often mention that same priestess of Edene who had been here.
Let me guess. The last
They
location
don't really seem to...
is when they went to the keep, right?
Yes, when you ask them where they last saw her, they know that she went towards the keep.
Cassian, I guess we're going back to the keep for sure.
Yeah, I'll thank each and every one of the villagers for their, thank you for cooperating, and I guess we'll head to the scholar's house.
Thank you.
Fuck.
So, Miller, you're going for equipment, right?
Si, senor.
So, looking through, there doesn't seem to be much of any trading stalls, but there is a general store of sorts. It doesn't trade much other than the usual provisions, some health potions, and maybe some farming implements of sorts. It sells some raw materials in the way of wood and metal, but it's not really something that'd be useful to an adventurer.
Health potions are useful.
Well, besides
Health potions. I want weapons.
Well, I mean, if a harvesting scythe can be considered a weapon, then...
The hammer and sickle, comrade.
It's almost harvesting season.
I'm gonna kill you, Six.
What? No, go get water. Keep walking around.
Do they have bombs?
No! It's a general store!
I don't
You can
like
make
this.
bombs.
Next door.
There's only a general store.
Unfortunately, there isn't really anything else that sells much. This is a small hamlet, if anything. There's not many people
Alright.
here.
I'm gonna go back in general goods and ask the guy if he knows where I can buy some weapons.
This guy looks you up and down. He's like, well, we don't sell any weapons, per se. Sometimes merchants come through, but I don't think any have been here for the past week or so.
What about bombs?
But... Why we... No!
Daggers?
I have, as he pulls out what seems to be a knife that he would be using for his own lunch. I have this,
Oh my
but I'm
god.
using it.
Why would you offer it then?
What's the most expensive thing you have in here?
Let's see, he just pulls a little, like, box of health potions like these.
That looks dangerous. I'll be on my way.
What?
What? Okay. Bye!
Have a good day.
Are you trying to launder that money out of your possession, Miller?
I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, hold on. Go back in. Go back. Hold on. I need to ask him one thing. I almost forgot. How much gold do you have?
He kind of looks at you very suspicious now. And you can see his hand moving a little bit from underneath the table. Why do you want to know?
I have platinum, and I'm willing to trade that for gold. You know, like a currency exchange type of deal. I'll buy
Platinum?
those red drinks that you have too, just to make it better for you. All right?
Well, I don't really know what I could do with platinum. That's a lot of money.
Perhaps.
How much do you have?
I got about 50 pieces.
What can I do with platinum?
Okay, okay,
That's me when I saw the Bitcoin in front of me.
That's a
last night.
lot. Okay, would you like to? I can sell you health potions for them.
You also have. Can I do a currency exchange though too with some of it?
I would prefer not to. Because it's hard to exchange platinum, but I mean, it's worth it if you want to buy some potions.
How many potions for one piece of platinum?
You'd need 5 for each potion.
So 5 pieces of platinum for each potion?
Yes.
So you're telling me it costs 50 gold to get a damn potion? That's
Yes.
These red things are. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I don't need them really, so I think I'll go on my day. But I'll be back sometime.
Okay.
I'll talk to some of my friends.
All right. Well, if you need anything.
That was the right move. Don't trust
Alright.
him. He's
Just
untrustworthy.
don't send any muggers after me, because if you do, this hammer on my back is going straight through them and then you. All right?
Okay.
Very aggressive. I like it.
It's just a prank, dude. Calm down. All right, I'm on.
Oh god.
Like the cameras are there.
It's a prank. It's a prank.
Dude, you showed that guy more money than he and 2 generations before him had ever seen in his life.
This is all very surreal when you're incredibly drunk, mind you. I am really sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Corporal's just vibing.
You good?
Just keep drinking water, please.
Okay.
Keep drinking the mead.
So, are you guys heading towards the keep?
We're heading to the scholar's house first.
Right. Sorry, you are heading to the scholar's house. Miller, what are you doing?
I'm gonna sit outside the keep because this fucking town is useless.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, Mister. I hate places. You can be here. Okay. Okay. So you head to the scholar's house, and you can hear someone fiddling around with things. And after a little bit, you hear a plate break inside of the house. You can hear a very soft grumbling voice as the man starts breaking plates.
The man's name was Lucius, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna knock on the door and go, Lucius,
Yes.
we need to have a talk, mate.
What? Okay. Just give me a moment. See, you can hear him fumbling around with something inside of his house. You should probably think about the words you choose when you, address people, because that seemed very suspicious. He's yelling out from inside.
If I was gonna have a suspicious talk with you, I wouldn't be calling out your name in broad daylight.
Again! Tone of
Also
voice!
wouldn't be doing it from outside the house.
Exactly.
So you can hear him still yell. Okay, well, sure. I mean, the logic behind that is fair, but tone of voice.
Stop talking.
Very important.
Just stop
I
talking.
reckon that you could be a little
yeah,
bit
hold
more
on.
polite, but
Yeah, what he
that's just
said.
me.
So Lucius steps out, and you can see he's carrying quite a lot of equipment. He has multiple bags on him. There's even on his waist is a small little pickaxe of sorts,
Oh, you seem like you're
little
going.
hand trowel.
You sound like you're going somewhere.
Yes, I'm heading to the keep.
Oh,
I just came back from there.
well, we actually wanted to ask if you would come along. Actually, I have 2 questions. One, what languages do you know?
Well, I know quite a few.
Do you know Gnomish?
I know how to read it, but speaking it is another thing.
Can you write it?
Well, yes. I mean, well,
Okay.
to to be able to read it, you have to write it. Or
Right.
at least to write it to be able
Well,
to read it.
You goddamn photo.
I assume if you've just gotten back from the keep, you've encountered those wax creatures, yes?
Well, you say that, and I know you mentioned it. I must have left by then.
I don't think they've left. I think they're hiding from you.
Possibly.
Regardless, we're going down there to go and try and find the priestess because I have a little bit of a problem. And I think the priestess is the only one that can fix that.
Interesting. What would that problem be?
Do you know anything about curses?
Enough to be aware of them.
Okay, next question. Do you know about Wendigos?
Fey creatures, yes?
Combine those two? I've been cursed by one. I need someone to get rid of it.
Oh, well, that is very concerning.
Yes, you remember that bear person, that druid that was following us?
Yes.
Apparently, they decided to try and feed us to their Wendigo friends. They're dead now, but they ended up...
I knew there was something concerning about it.
You know, I stood up for that bastard, and he repaid me and cursing me to become a Wendigo at some point, so...
I hope you've learned your lesson about necromancers.
You're right, you're right. Regardless, we need you to come with us. We need you to translate with these wax creatures. Maybe they know where that priestesses went. I found 3 bedrolls down there that were fairly recent. I have a theory that maybe the priestess is still down there, or if she is incapacitated in some way.
Well, see, well, it seems there's a unfortunate development on that front. Getting underneath the keep is going to be difficult.
Why is that?
So, am I correct in assuming you didn't exactly disarm anything before entering that, the hold left by, Septimus?
We disarmed traps on our way to the hold, and we were able to get out without...
Did you see any glass eyes of sort?
We did.
Did you happen to find a sigil stone inside? It would have been a black orb floating.
Did we?
No.
No, we didn't.
Oh my. Okay. Well, the
eyes only seem limited to one area of the keep.
Well, the eyes are a little bit more complicated. They're more of a... How do I say this? A sort of magical management of sorts. They can maintain a structure indefinitely, if powered. They also, however, can collapse structures, which unfortunately, it seems, once you had left, I was a little too eager, and headed over to the keep. As I was heading to the keep, I watched as one of the central towers, still destroyed, collapsed even further, completely collapsing the most of the underground section.
Useless.
Of the keep itself, which is rather unfortunate.
Well, ain't that a kick in the head?
But we're gonna have to dig our way back into the under area of the keep.
Oh yes, but I don't see that as a realistic possibility for any of us.
You know.
Well, are we sure that there's not any other entrance to the underground area of the keep?
Well, if there are, it would take me some time to find them. I've already contacted my colleagues at the college itself, and within a few days they should arrive.
Well, it's either take a day, head north, or wait.
It's either we either stay here, wait for his colleagues. We could go back to Grand Huron, pick up Oldak, get our payment. Maybe find someone inside the city that could help me there, or we decide to go ahead and trek north without Oldak. I'd rather not do the latter.
Yeah, let's head into a city with the possibly cursed Wendigo man.
It's either that or I turn into a Wendigo here and end up hurting some of the villagers who have already dealt with hardship. I'd rather not do that.
Look, they're probably suicidal.
All right, Sam, why are you rolling that insight check?
I want to, because I know I've spent some time in Grand Huron. Would I remember if there's any clerics or priests that might be able to help him
I think
down
that'd
there?
be a history check.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, in a major city, it'd be pretty strange not to find a cathedral or temple of sorts, especially in a. The empire itself is still rather devout in its own imperial faith, so it'd be very strange not to find someone who's at least trained.
That can handle curses.
Yeah. But you, if you want to know, if you're trying to remember anything specific, you'd have to roll me a history check.
Fuck it, why not, Sam?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Might as well
Not too
try.
bad. Not too bad.
Okay. Wait 1 second. Okay. You know that there is, in Grand Huron itself, a small chapel of that name, and as with all the grand cities, there is a temple of Slaughter. So you know at least those two you'd be able to find priests of some sort.
How long does it take us to get there?
I think it took us like a day to get here, didn't it?
Yeah,
At
it'll take you
least
a
a
full
day,
day to get
yeah.
back to Grand Huron, yeah.
Well, we
I don't
can-
like the idea of going backwards, but
I mean,
considering your condition, we need to get you taken care of as soon as possible.
our plan was to go back to Grand Huron anyway, get paid, and then go up north. We're still following the original plan. We're just going to pick up Oldak, get our payment, then come back here afterward. 'Cause
True, but I had a
I do want to figure out what's going on with that keep and what happened to that priestess. It doesn't seem natural.
yeah. I mean, I had planned to stay outside Grand Huron while you guys went inside, so I could keep the Godstone away from individuals.
Well,
But considering the now predicament we're in, we should all go to make sure you don't have an episode.
I mean,
So
I'm gonna.
Lucius is just standing there like, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear any of that. I'm just gonna turn around right now.
Yeah,
So he just
that's a good
turns
idea.
around.
It's a good idea.
Wise choice.
I mean, it's probably safer with us anyway. We'll only be in there to go get our payment, get this curse off of me, pick up Oldak, and then head out. Question
Great,
is,
let's get.
hopefully, well, not a question, but it's a statement. Hopefully, we can get to Fairmount fairly quickly without any trouble, and then head to Belagost.
I mean, if we stick to the roads,
We should be
we should
fine.
be able to get there pretty quickly.
Should be.
I reckon that we should be fine.
Alright. Lucius, try not to die while mining into that keep. We'll be back in a couple days.
Sure. I won't. Well, if you'd like, I could keep you apprised of. Sorry, there's weird noise outside my window. Okay.
Indigo.
If you'd like, clearly, I could keep you apprised of the excavation of sorts. I know it's a bit of a trek back and forth, but I do have my colleagues coming here, and we'll be able to really dig into the keep itself.
If anything happens before then, you have a way to contact me through the telehedron. Please do.
Yes, I will. Don't worry yourself.
Alright, well, where's Thondin at? Oh, he said he was going to meet us at the keep, right?
We probably should go get him real quick.
Let's go and get him. I feel bad.
Okay. So, as you guys head over to the keep, as Lucius seems to, as he comes with you, you can see Thondin's. I don't know, I'm assuming he's just kicking rocks at this point, Miller. Oh, he's breaking stones. Yeah, I didn't look at the chat. Yes,
Yeah,
you can see he's breaking stones with a hammer. As Lucius looks at him and like, what? By the gods, man, you're breaking valuable stones.
Wait,
Man,
they're expensive?
what? I mean, culturally,
They're useless.
What?
Oh, can I investigate the collapse if it completely if it completely fucked the entrance or not?
It seems that the collapse has, in fact, it hasn't broken down the entrance, but it's made it significantly more difficult to actually enter the drop down. But you can see where the tower had fallen down is located generally above the area the rest of the underground would be.
Well, yeah, they're gonna need all the help they can get. Well, Thondin, we're gonna head back to Grand Huron real quick and then come back here. We'll be back here in a couple days. You can go talk to your wax friend then.
Alrighty.
Because we have to go wait for Lucius's friends here to help us excavate back into the underground.
Would that take time to excavate as well?
Well, it'll be longer if we stay here to try and help, and then once the other scholars get in, they get an operation going, we can just fit right in.
Fair point.
Besides, we're the only ones that trap didn't seem to set off when we walked in. It only started to set off when we tried to remove the eye, or one of the eyes.
So, Lucius, you didn't... Did you attempt to remove the eye without the sigil?
We thought about it, but we stopped ourselves because we thought, yeah, that's a really stupid idea.
Because there was beams of magic aiming at them.
Well, it's good that you didn't continue, because those eyes would have most likely scorched you to a crisp.
Right. Seemed like that was...
Very aggressive.
That seems like that's what happened to Davoth in the teleportation room. Regardless, it seems like those traps, they scanned us. That wizard we told you about.
Well, I mean...
I believe that was the necromancer attempting to raise the vampire.
Yeah, it's necromancer!
The bear man that was traveling with us.
Wait, no, the other one. The one who came before us.
Why were there two?
The ritual.
Oh, you mean the vampire, whoever was trying to come through the port. Yes, you're right.
Oh.
Yes, you're right. My apologies. My memory is a bit hazy on all that. Again, Lucius, you didn't hear anything. Regardless, the traps didn't shut off whenever
Well, you said there's a vampire down there.
No,
there
isn't.
They were attempting to get through. We stopped it.
That still means... Okay, well, at least you let me know.
Well, try...
Better late than never.
If you will end up making headway on the excavation, please try not to go too far without us. We've already disarmed a good amount of physical traps down there, but the main room where the ritual was being held, those eyes are there. They scanned us and they didn't attack us instantly, so I assume that that's a good sign.
Oh, don't you worry yourself. If the college hosts many an expedition force to find these holds. We've discovered these holds before. If we can't find the sigil stone, we'll have to make one. Really.
Well, regardless, if anything happens, let us know. We'll be heading off to Grand Huron now.
As it is then. Well, hopefully you have a good travel back. Heard the roads this time of year are rather, cold, as it is approaching winter. Well, it is winter, technically.
Well, I'd rather deal with the cold than deal with any more what the fuck is in the woods out there.
That too! Especially this far west. So yeah, this just starts to scan the rest of the keep. Well then, suppose you should be on your way.
Yep, we'll see you soon.
Oh yeah.
We'll go grab our horses and head out.
So, after a little bit, you find yourself back on the road. Back to Grand Huron.
Are we gonna pass that dwarf that just rocketed out of the atmosphere?
I forgot about that.
No, I remembered it.
We're gonna have to...
Because we don't know where it came from.
Oh god, hold on.
The dwarf just rocketed out of the atmosphere.
You'll have to put illusion on me again, or whatever the heck it is.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to follow you the whole time. Well, actually, no. If you want to wait outside the city with Sam, you can.
How long are you guys gonna be?
We're only gonna be well. The tent that we need to go get our payment is outside the city walls. We're gonna go pick up Oldak, and then I'm gonna stop by the one of the monasteries, get this curse, and then we'll head back out.
Damn, I could buy a new weapon though.
Yeah,
Don't risk it.
I need a chore boy.
I would. I mean, the only one here that likes hammers besides you would be Clank, but if you give him the money, he will swallow it and then regurgitate it with oil all over it whenever he goes to pay, and that tends to be very problematic.
People don't see it as a valuable resource. Clank is displeased with their actions. Seriously, it's literally fucking oil.
I know.
How is it not valued?
I feel in another time and in another place, an empire will go and invade just for that specific reason. But fortunately, we do not live
Kill
in that
all of you.
in that world.
Oil
Clank.
Clank is displeased. Clank will burn the whole place down with his
Isse,
oil.
would you like to get me a hammer?
Who?
Why would I get you a hammer?
I don't
Because
think
we're friends?
I don't think Isse could carry the hammer that you want.
Need a noodle on the
Damn it.
beach.
Alright, does anyone have a hood I can carry on? Put on.
I guess you could use my cloak.
Alright, and then when we go in, you cast the illusion thing on me until we get into the.
I
until
mean,
you drop me off
here's
the
the thing.
market.
That illusion only lasts for a minute. I would have to stick by your side the entire time.
You could just drop me off in the market area, and then I'll go off on my own with the cloak.
How about you just
You're
take the
getting
cloak
arrested.
with you before we get into the city gates?
Yeah, that's the plan. But like when I'm passing the guards,
The cloak should if you're wearing the cloak, and if you have the hood up, you should be fine.
all right, give me the
Just-
cloak.
Just try not to act too conspicuous. Act normal.
I'll go and pull my cloak off my armor and hand it over to him.
Try to keep your head down. Try not to stick out. Because as much as I would love to help you, I would have to stick by you and keep my hand on your shoulder the entire time. And that's more.
Thondin, how tall are you?
Like 4 or 5.
Please
Bitch,
pin
you're at
the
least
bottom of my
4'3".
cloak up.
At the most 4 feet.
What happened?
Please at least pin the bottom of my cloak up so you don't ruin it.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, after a couple hours of traveling, the the afternoon sun is a nice little bit of warmth as winter is starting to approach. There are no clouds in the air, and there's definitely a bitter wind coming through. The trees have started to shed their leaves, and it's very clear that winter is setting in. One person roll me a d20 and another person roll me a d100.
Dude, do you guys want me to roll the d20?
Sam already did.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, who wants to roll the d100?
I'll do it.
Well, I was about to say, fine, I'll do it. Thankfully, someone's beat me to it.
59, please.
63.
53. Ooh.
Pretty close there.
That was close.
Okay.
Naked dwarf body.
As you continue down, you see what seems to be a man in this sort of velvety purple cloak, kind of excitedly muttering and like almost dancing around. At his feet seems to be a naked body.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, no.
Sir?
So, you get closer on your horses, and you can hear him going.
Sir, you seem way too excited to be around a dead, naked body.
What?
I'm gonna look over to Sam. I'm gonna look over to Isse. Oh, this dude's fucking crazy.
Are you alright there, mate?
You can see as the
I'm
body is another dwarf. This
I'm
one
gonna
seems to
stop
be
my-
completely hairless.
I'm gonna stop my horse short and just kind of dismount. Start to walk over.
Okay, what are you looking for, 6?
1, is it the same body? 2, how... Is the hairless one alive or dead? And 3, are there any weapons on this individual?
So 1, this doesn't seem to be the same body.
Oh.
2, it looks dead.
Okay.
And 3, it doesn't seem to be any weapons. And as Sam approaches, he goes, see, it works, and he opens a scroll in his hands.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow the moment he opens the scroll.
And
point
you
it
can
at him.
hear this, like, echoing, confusing voice start speaking in a language you don't understand. And then very suddenly, the man and the scroll, but just the man and the scroll, fly up into the air at a speed that you could not possibly imagine. What seems to be left behind is his robe and all of his hair, including the rest of his body hair. As he speeds away into the sky, and you can hear him go, "Ah!"
It seems we have discovered the source of our dwarf.
Why is this country so fucking weird?
Oh, I take it he left the scroll on the ground?
No, the scroll went with him.
Why is this country so fucking weird?
I'm just gonna
Check
look over
yourself.
everyone. Did I just see that right?
What goes
No.
up must come down.
No, only you saw that.
What are we gonna wait to see if he falls down?
I want the scroll.
What?
Why?
Why do you want the
Yeah, I want
scroll?
the scroll.
You can't fly!
Oh my lordy lord.
What are you looking for, Miller?
His robe and everything.
So, looking through the robe is rather plush. It's nice. It's like a very velvety in feeling. It is, however, covered in a lot of old man hair.
That's gross.
I could clean that for you, I guess.
Can it work as a cloak and cover me?
It is the man was taller than you.
Oh no.
So,
Alright, can we clean it
Because the
now?
last body we found did not possess
Yeah,
a
here.
scroll, correct?
No,
It
it
did not.
didn't.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go, Thondin. It's clean. You can
Alright,
trade me
here's
back
your-
my cloak now.
Yeah, here's your cloak back. Now I have a beautiful, luscious.
I don't know,
piece
but
of
I'm concerned. I'm greatly concerned.
I'm just gonna look back at the sky.
I say we
wonder
go
how
before
high
it
he
comes
went.
down.
Considering the speed, I would say, pretty fucking fast.
I wonder if I could fly that fast.
Let's not find
No,
out.
you probably cannot.
You know, Sam, I think for your own health, I would not recommend going that fast.
Well, I mean, technically, if I had the scroll and I did that, hopefully on my way down I could just use my wings.
You know, I didn't really study how aerodynamics work on a humanoid's body, but I have a feeling that maybe he's probably dead just from rising up very quickly.
Possibly.
Unless he's somehow different from the regular humanoid. The sheer speed probably would have snapped his neck.
I'm gonna investigate the body to see if I can tell how the person died.
well, it's clear that this man died from just slamming into the ground. Or at least that's what you think. If you had a better look at it, or at least, well, I mean, these are the conclusions that you come to, that he seemed to have died from slamming into the ground.
Hold on,
What if I rolled a medicine check? Like,
I'm already way ahead of you. I don't know.
Okay.
It seems like he
Looking
died.
through.
It seems like he died from falling.
Yeah. You come to the pretty strong conclusion that he probably died from falling.
Yeah.
And this assumption seems to color Sam's perspective as he starts looking at the part that collided with the ground, and very clearly, the front of his face and the front of his skull was almost pulverized on contact with the ground, and this would send bone into his brain. So this is a pretty safe assumption.
Yeah, more or less.
Can we look around for similar piles of clothing and hair to find the dead body's pile of clothing and hair?
Sure, go ahead. Roll perception.
Nice.
Looking around, there are no other piles of clothing and hair. If this man was also launched in the same way as the other man, you come to a pretty decent conclusion that he at least didn't do it here. He didn't launch himself from this position, but he landed here.
And we
So-
tell the trajectory.
You're gonna have. This is gonna be very difficult, but you can roll me an investigation.
Why the fuck not?
So you think you can? You think for a second you could trace back where he came from, but for both of you, neither of you can really figure out exactly where he came from.
Ha, you guys are dumb.
So,
Or the try. I'm just walk back over my house, my horse can get back on it.
I have a theory. Whenever that individual ran out the scroll went with that individual. There are two bodies here. What if, and this is a big if, what if that individual had picked up the scroll from a dead body that had already done that exact same thing, and now the cycle is just going to perpetuate?
I guess this world's gonna be raining men.
You know,
Specifically dwarves.
I think that would be a good song for a bard to play. Raining
I don't
Men.
know a bard.
Maybe. I feel like our party really needs one, considering all the shit that's going down.
I mean, there's nothing here that indicates it couldn't be a woman. They are dwarves, after all.
Excuse me?
What are you performing, Rob?
You're trying to sing.
Clank is really good at singing. Clank can be the bard temporarily. Flying dwarf man / woman.
Miller, out of
Yeah.
character.
I'm gonna throw a copper coin at Clank.
Miller,
Yay.
out of character. Female dwarves are notoriously known for having really good facial hair. Straight up.
And it is
Oh,
very difficult
make
for
that a
other
silver.
races to tell them apart.
Yeah.
Spread them cheeks and find out.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't think we need to find out what the agenda is. I recommend that we just continue on. I thought that we were gonna get into a little bit
I
of trouble. I'm glad to know that we don't have to deal with them anymore.
Yes, but on the off chance that the first one, since it did not possess a scroll that we found, means it could be cast on someone else, means I want that scroll.
You say, with all due respect, I don't think we're finding the body of that man that flew up into the atmosphere.
I mean, how far do we have until we're back to Grand Huron?
I mean, we've traveled a couple of hours. I assume that we have less than a day's travel, but I'd rather not
Would
wait
we
here to
have
find out.
8 hours. Would we have 8 hours till we get there?
I'd rather not wait to
so
find
you-
out.
You left at night. Remember, there is a time thing on the off. You left at 9
Yeah.
a.m. You'd end up at Grand Huron again at 9 a.m. the next day.
So I could fly up and see if I could scout the area a little bit.
I really do think this is a waste of time, but do what you wish.
I mean, Isse does have a good idea. If we encounter something,
It's a
that-
good
that we just need to-
idea, but here's the thing. I don't know how much you all studied astrology, but the planet is always rotating. And with how
Yes.
with how
It's
high
rotating. Which
he-
direction?
with how high he got sent up into the sky, whatever trajectory, even if it was straight up, he is going to land far away from here. And I don't know what direction the Earth is turning.
My black wings are just gonna pop out.
I don't know.
That sounds like a bunch of nonsense, if you ask me.
Mizuno, do you think that the world is flat, like on the map?
Oh, I mean, I just
Watch my
found a
horse.
map that
I'll be back.
is
Thondin wants to
interesting,
run
but
off to the city because he's getting bored.
God. Wait, hold on. What was your totem again?
Eagle.
Oh no,
yeah, I
level 6
believe it
level
was
6 was tiger.
Eagle.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. Okay, what are you looking for, Sam?
I'm gonna fly up into the sky and see if I can see anything from up there.
Okay, well, you gotta be more clear than that. What exactly are you looking for? Like, are you looking down the road, or are you looking for the guy who flew up into the air?
I'm looking for the guy that flew up in the air and possible crash site. Because I mean,
Okay.
with how long we've been talking, by now he should have hit the ground.
So as you look up, you can't see the guy who flew up ahead of you. Take a look around, and you haven't noticed anything out in the distance. Albeit your eyesight is not exactly, that adept enough to be able to spot the body of a man miles away.
Can't see
But
shit.
yeah, you don't really see any indication that the man came down or where he landed, if he landed.
Guys, Thondin is
He
already
landed.
Thondin's already
Thondin's
5
up in
minutes up the
atmosphere.
road.
I'll fly back down and let my wings dissipate.
If anything, we might be able to find him on the way back to Grand Huron, and then on our way to possibly Fairmount or Belagost. Who knows?
Fair point. Let's get rolling.
If we must.
If anything,
I tried. I'm sorry.
if
I couldn't
anything,
find
Isse,
nothing.
and I do share your sentiment, I think it would be great if we could send people into the atmosphere at will. If anything, we can try and develop the spell ourselves and put it in your spell book. It wouldn't be the first time I've helped develop a spell.
Hmm.
I'm putting my shoes on. Fuck.
Okay, so you guys continuing on?
Yep.
Okay, and let me see. How about
rolling
this?
another encounter thing?
Someone roll me a d100.
Bro, do you want to roll the D100? Or do you want me to roll it?
For it.
Damn.
Oh!
Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is! Okay.
Oh no, what is it?
Some people are going to love this. Okay.
Not gonna lie,
It's-
I actually thought that rolled 0 for some because I was like, oh, that's a
Yeah,
lot of zeros. So
yeah,
it's 0.
Freaked
Okay,
me
it's not
out.
supposed to be
Wait,
8,
okay,
it's
no.
supposed to be 5:45. So, as you get later into the evening,
4 hours later? Fuck.
you can hear odd noises, bits and bobs moving around. It's like the sound of steam being released and other mechanical bits slapping around. And you can hear as this odd, out of tune singing is going up ahead of you.
Oh no.
As you crest a little hill, you can see what looks to be a horseless brass carriage. Pistons on the back move up and down as tied to it are massive bags and nets of carrying indeterminate goods and little trinkets. At the top, you can see a little. You can see two things at the top of the carriage. One, what seems to be a small reptilian-like creature, pedaling in a glass cage, and ahead of that is a small little pointy hat, just peeking out over the lip of the carriage.
It's a fucking gnome, isn't it?
Why are you so racist to the gnomes?
Fuck the gnomes.
Why do you guys hate gnomes?
Because they're gnomes.
Why do you hate
You hate
gnomes?
gnomes.
They're gnomes.
I want to go talk to a gnome.
Oh, Thondin, I
Dwarf
think
to gnome.
As you run up to the carriage and flag him down, the gnome is pretty much just
ah, fuck.
he's asleep. He's asleep at the head of the carriage.
What?
Why am I not
And-
surprised?
Very suddenly, you can see his what looks to be a kobold inside of that little glass cage. It just sees you. He seems to pick up a little device, open up the front glass panel, and as he presses what looks to be a little trigger on the device, a small fist launches out of it and punches the gnome in the back of the head. As the gnome wakes up like, "Ah!"
Yes, this is how one
Yes.
disciplines gnomes.
Oh! As he looks over at Thondin. Hi there!
Hey, do you have any hammers on this beautiful cart?
Hammers!
Big ones, like the one on my back?
Okay. Give me a second, because I feel like this guy, as he looks back at the... As he points over at the kobold, who's now laughing a little bit as he stopped pedaling. Just, ow! Okay, wow, that was a very sudden customer. Hi there!
Hello.
Hammer, you said?
Yes, big one that hurts and looks good and hurts good.
He thinks on it for a little bit. I think so. Hold on. As he steps off of the cart and he pulls this lever next to him. As you can hear as the machine starts to like sputter once more, and you can hear it backfire a little bit as these little like walls of the carriage flop down into these tables of sorts, and they start displaying a bunch of small trinkets.
Oh.
There are hordes of things here. This is almost if you stepped into the grand vault of gnomish inventions. As he starts to look around and fiddle around inside of the bag, it's like, I think I should have a hammer in here. Take a look around, see if you like anything. We'll talk about price. Just give me a second to find the hammer.
So how much does this cart cost you? It's fancy.
I made it myself.
Oh.
Its cost is... Well, we can talk about that later. As he's looking through. Okay. So he looks through. He's like, okay. Did you find anything you liked? So if you wanna find something, you can roll me a D100.
Okay.
But yeah,
I gotta roll a D100 to find a fucking hammer.
I would also like to roll a D100 to see if I can find something specific.
Okay.
50. God damn it.
So I'm gonna do Thondin's first because he was the first one there.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's the roll code
It's slash R.
It's /R, not R. Yeah.
Oh, it's /R? /R.
Yeah. So you rolled a 59.
Oh my fucking...
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Uh-huh.
I needed that.
So first you see what looks... grabbing a thing off the table, you find a black sphere. It has a red button on it.
Oh no.
Sir, can I press this button?
So he's like, huh? So you can see him still in the bag, just searching around, like, yeah, okay, just be careful. The buttons. Yeah, everything has buttons, some way, shape, or form. People have buttons too, if you really think about it. Buttons are really everywhere.
We understand. Thank you for the analogy.
Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, you guys can look around too. So,
Do I press it, guys?
You know what? Fuck it. Why not?
Alright,
Do
I'm
that in the
gonna
clearing.
step
Just
back
stand
from the
over
cart.
there, yes.
as
Alright,
Clank,
wish
as
me
you
luck.
look through, right before you do, Clank, as you do, you find some interesting looking goggles. As they seem to have little painted stars on the front of the little eyeglasses, and at the top, stitched into the leather, it says Astro Goggles.
What these do?
What are they?
Astro goggles.
Oh, well, if you want to look at stargazing, it's really great, especially if you're in the city. You know, there's a lot of light, you can't really see around you. Maybe don't wear it during the day.
Okay.
So, as you can see, as Thondin presses the button on the ball, and the ball starts heating up furiously. And then, In fact, it's so hot that it actually begins to burn your hands as you're
I
holding
dropped the
it.
motherfucker.
So it's going to burn your hands a little bit, and the ball continues to heat up as it is starting to melt through the ground, just almost atomizing the dirt beneath it and turning the rock below into magma as the ball continues to sink through the ground.
Huh.
Just gonna act like I did not do that.
Well, that is.
So-
I was hoping it was gonna be turning into a hammer, but apparently not.
You know, I have a feeling. I respect your commitment to wanting a hammer. I don't think that would give you, or at least something like that would transform into a hammer.
Well, as you look back, you can hear as the gnome, who's so full deep into the bag that his legs are just sticking straight up into the air. What's going on? Something happened?
Oh, nothing. We're just talking about hammers, really.
Okay. So, 6, it's Cassian. You look through and you find what seems to be a backpack with 4 mechanical arms sticking out of it. Each arm seems to have these strange little hands.
Uh-huh. I would like to inspect this backpack just a little bit more.
Okay. On the straps, there seem to be kind of more segmented metal and leather, and they have buttons on them. The buttons do not have any labels.
Sir, what is this backpack?
I don't know. There's a lot of backpacks.
This one, metal arms sticking out of it.
Well, as you can see, as he kind of wiggles in the bag, I can't really see what you said arms?
I'm going to walk over and hold it up in front of him.
He literally, he's so deep into the bag that his head is inside.
I'm going to
in that
pull
space
the
for-
back of his shirt and pick him up
Yes, okay.
and set him up.
As you pull him out, you can see he's grabbed onto a hammer. And the end of the hammer seems to be replaced with these strange cylindrical tubes, like the head of it. Oh, that thing! It's a friend of mine. Friend of mine made that. His name was Gazlow. I don't really like it. It's a little too grabby.
Well, what does it do?
Well, here, as he just immediately presses one of the buttons on the straps, and it just starts grabbing everything around it.
Oh,
one of
no.
the hands grabs, it immediately grabs your face.
No,
It's
no.
Molesto.
I'm gonna hit the button again.
Hold on, you have 6 options. Which button are you gonna press?
The button that the gnome hit.
As soon as you do that, the hands start grabbing different things. One of the arms grabs your leg. The other arms start grabbing trinkets off the table.
If you don't stop grabbing, I'm
One of
gonna
the
burn
arms
this
grabs
fucking backpack and I'm gonna pull
Why
it
don't
away.
burn the
from you.
backpack? It's here. As the gnome comes up and he just starts. It's like, I think it's this one. As he presses another button, and at this point, the arms have stopped grabbing things and have now started to extend outwards as if you were T-posing yourself and spin in a circle. I'm not really sure what that's useful for. I'll be honest.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let that backpack
Hey,
go. Unless you would like to take it from me.
No, you could just. I'm sure it'll tire itself out.
Okay then, and I will drop it to the ground.
Okay, so Tano, as Isse is looking through, you manage to find, as you try to pull off of the table, what seems to be a massive drill. You attempt to lift it, and this is extremely heavy.
I know the man for the job.
Yes, barbarian, can you assist me with this?
The name's Thondin, but sure.
Yes, dwarf.
He never calls people by their name. You get used to it.
Do I need to roll strength?
Yeah,
know,
actually, you're going to need to roll me a strength check, an ability check. Okay, as you manage to lift it off the table, you have to put through an immense amount of force, as this is extremely heavy. You would think this is somewhere in the range of 100 pounds, and just trying to lift something so small and so oddly weighted off of a table is just nightmarish. It's heavy for something so small. as you look through, there's the drill is attached to a clockwork mechanism, and there's just a strange green light from the center of the mechanism. It's dull.
I'm just gonna put it on the ground because that's a lot of work to put back on the table. I'm not messing with that.
Wait, hang on. Or do I want to know that, or do I want... No. I wanted history, I think. I was going to say, do I happen to know what this is?
No, but you can investigate it if you'd like to.
I'll go with that roll then.
So, it seems that this is some sort of autonomous drill, from what you can tell. You can't really tell what the green light is, and as Thondin puts it on the ground, the drill starts to spin just ever so slightly. As the gnome there, he's like, "Oh, you should get that off the ground. Yeah, that's not a good idea."
Alright, I'm picking it back up. I'm rolling more strength, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I'm going to help him with this as well.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
You can, roll me another strength check since he's helping you.
Does it add advantage or normal?
Well, Miller just needs to make one more.
Oh, I need to make one more? Oh,
Sorry,
Yeah,
okay.
because yours is since he's helping you, it's an advantage basically.
So, roll advantage?
No, just roll normal this time.
Okay.
Okay, so you're having trouble getting the drill off the ground as you barely get it up, and the drill starts to spin faster. Maybe the rest of you guys should help him, but that's big. That's a big thing. Don't leave that on the ground.
Well, what is it?
Just
Well-
fucking help.
Do you want to know, or do you want to wait till it explodes?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and back up if it's going to explode.
No! You won't be able to get far enough. You should just help him. This is just okay. The rest of you trying to get it
I
up.
guess.
He's just there for support.
Jesus Christ, you noodle-armed pieces of shit. Lift!
The combined force is able for you guys to get it up and finally get it on the table, and the drill just slowly starts to power down. Yeah! I don't know where I got that.
Do you just carry very dangerous objects with you at all times?
Well, I mean, I sell them. That's what I'm doing.
You an artificer?
That's a very human term, but yeah, I guess.
Yes. Yes, another one.
You know what?
I've been alone for so long.
He is also a artificer. He makes
Oh!
Clank, show him your big rig.
I don't want to cast it.
Oh my god.
I have a picture of it.
How do you have
That's a picture.
Yeah, I have a picture. I drew it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Before that, because thank you for reminding me, Sam. Sam. Okay.
What?
What?
As you pull one out of there, it seems to be a very large cylindrical-like tank attached to a tube, or series of tubes, with one at the very end being larger than the middle bore. This then attaches to what you would liberally refer to as a trigger assembly.
What's this thing do?
Oh, well, you see, here, and he's hands over. Let me hand it to me. See,
I hand it over to him.
okay, it's like he stands in front of all of you. Okay. You know, have you ever been in a situation like this? You know, underbrush taking over a forest, undead horde swarming a town. Don't have a solution for this? Hacking at things not working? Well, look no further as he kind of tries to hold it up and almost falls over.
Here, how about I help you?
No. Don't worry. Just stand over there. Just make yourself comfortable. So he holds it up. It's like, you see, this little thing, along with the little bottle right here, sprays oil at very high speeds. And you see, as with a little bit of fire magic, as there's a tiny little fire emerges right in front of the end of that other tube. It ignites the oil right as it leaves. So not only are you able to clear the underbrush of the forest, or possibly burn a bunch of zombies all at once,
So,
you can cook things.
You're able to napalm nearby kids.
so essentially, this device throws flame. correct?
Yeah,
Where did you get this?
I made this.
How much do you want for it?
Well, okay. So technically, I'm not allowed to sell this here. Royal. And technically, I can't guarantee it won't explode when you use it.
What?
Well, we can try it right now. As you
Well-
can see, he just ignites the little pilot flame on the front of the
How
floor.
about this? Our
I'm just gonna
friend
back up.
here seems very. I don't know how an automaton can breathe, but he's breathing heavily. I recommend you can testify it, but if you're so concerned about it exploding, how about having our artificer friend here help you perfect it? Maybe you could patent it and sell it across the empire. Maybe you could.
Well,
do
again,
that.
I can't sell it here, and
Why not
you know,
here?
well, you see. Let me just.
Obviously,
Let me
it is
just-
illegal.
Look.
To be legal.
Look, laws are just tools used by the socioeconomically powerful minority to oppress the majority.
So
Okay?
This is why we don't talk to gnomes.
So hold on.
And this is why you go stink in a swamp, elf.
So hold on. This is technically against the law, but you can witch bolt someone. You can turn people into animals whenever you want. I don't
Well,
think
think
this
about
is
this.
breaking
It's-
any new laws.
Well, it's harder to do magic than make a bunch of these.
Exactly.
I came for hammer, and I want hammer.
Oh, right, yeah. As he just drops the flamethrower on the ground. Here, as he heads back over to the cart, grabs the hammer. I have this! And it's what seems to be a steel rod, and the head of the hammer. What's up?
I gotta get going.
Oh, yeah, you're going to your brother's party, right?
Yep.
Well, I will see you later then, Sam.
Take care,
Later.
sir.
See you, Sam.
Bye.
Have fun. Don't do
Bye.
anything stupid and get me killed.
Well,
I'll think about
not
it.
Try
to.
very hard to get you killed.
Rude. Later.
Later.
Sam just walks off back to his horse as the gnome just holds up the hammer. It seems to be that there's about these 8 of these cylindrical tubes replacing the head, and on the front, what looks to be a very large red button.
Biggest bonk.
Well, you see,
Alright.
you ever been in a situation where you need to bring down a wall really quickly? You could do this.
So what? Is
What
it
do you-
a siege weapon then?
Well, I mean, I suppose. I mean, you see, these tubes are filled with black powder, and they're very strong tubes. So,
Did you just say black powder?
uh-huh.
So if
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this right, whenever you hit something, it will make impact and have an explosive reaction to it.
Right.
How much?
Okay, so technically this is illegal too.
Oh my
Fuck the
god.
laws.
So why are you selling them? They're
Well,
illegal.
It's self-defense!
Do you
that's
want our
not-
money or not?
Well, okay. So, let's say I just happen to leave it on the ground somewhere, and I also happen to find gold on the ground somewhere. Those two things are not in any way connected.
My question is how much?
Okay, question. Is it illegal to own or illegal to sell?
To sell.
Okay. So then,
I think.
yeah, you'll what?
Well, I don't know.
Who knows? Isse, you know the laws.
Sure I do.
He
Sure I know
knows
the laws of
he
the
knows the
Empire.
law of being a stinky
No,
elf.
okay, no, hold on. Stop, both of you. And a lot of tension here. Here's the thing, Thondin. Isse doesn't know. The only other one that would know would be Sam, and he's off to his horse. Mizuno, I don't think really cares if we have a hammer that has an explosive reaction to it. Now, the one that would care if he was here would be Oldak, but he's off in Gran Hurin. So I recommend if you want to get this, do not ask questions and just buy it.
I agree. So how
How much?
How much would you like to be left in the
How
ground?
much are you offering?
No, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Bartering.
If you want me to throw an offering, I'm gonna give you dirt cheap offering at the
Yeah.
start.
Well, that won't sell you anything.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. What are you thinking? Give us a price range.
21.
300 gold?
How about 200? Since this is technically experimental.
250.
225. Final offer.
Well,
225, and you have to promise to buy something else.
225, and that's it.
225, and you have to promise to buy something else.
230.
No, 225, and that is it.
Oh.
See?
Oh.
Better offer. 225, and you have to at least look at something else.
Agreed.
Okay, see?
Alright, and what if I gave you the 225 and some of it gold and some of it platinum?
I don't know. Okay, that'll work. Yeah. But
All right.
platinum's kind of weird. Why do you have platinum?
I'm a treasure hunter. Well, before I joined these guys, I was a treasure hunter. And
We're
I
adventurers.
don't know. Just kind of found it.
Okay,
one
I
day.
mean, that
A lucky
seems
man.
like not exactly the truth, but I don't care. I was just asking a
I
question.
mean, I could go along the whole story. If
No,
you
it's
want.
fine. Like I said, I was just curious, but okay, sure. So he starts handing you over the hammer. He just takes the money from you. It's like, okay, so you said you're going to look at something else. So one of you guys are going to need to roll a D100.
I'll do it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Corporal, did I do your check? I think you were looking for something as well, right? No, you didn't.
Okay,
Never
I
mind.
said I was gonna give him. All right, I'm gonna give him half of the, or no, I'm gonna give him like 50 gold and the rest platinum, or no, 55 gold because it's 225. So let me do the quick maths real quick.
So, for a little bit, you look through and you notice a small little wheelchair.
Oh, God.
Very large wheels. Then he's like, "Oh nope, sorry, that's not for sale."
Okay, do you have anything... Actually, I have a question for you. You seem to have product. Do you have material to assemble a product?
Well, sort of. I'm sure I could make some. I don't have a lot on me. What do you need?
Adamantium.
I need
Oh no, I don't have that.
leather,
So that's
spring. I need leather, springs, and screws.
Oh, that's easy. What do you need it for?
Well, here, and I'll whip out, and I'll flip to the empty drawing page that I have on my spell book, 'cause it's not fully filled out, and I will draw a makeshift schematic of essentially a hidden blade that can hold a dagger. It's pretty much the hidden blade from Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Something along this line of work.
Huh. Have you ever thought about the blade, like, launching?
That is something I am open to, but I would also like it to be able to retract and extend.
Yeah, and then it could come back. You know, I have a thing that has, like, a little enchantment where, like, you, no matter where you are, if you misplace your key, you can have the key come right back to you.
Does that enchantment work on daggers?
Well, sure.
Are you bullshitting me right now?
No, just... Would you like to see what I mean? There's a
Sure.
small problem with it.
Why not? What's the problem?
Okay. As he searches through, like, no, he opens a little, like, seems to be a little hidden, cabinet section on the carriage, and he opens it, and he grabs two pieces, what seems to be a key, and a small circular, like, metal object. He touches the key to a metal object, and the object glows a little bit. And he tells you, here, grab this. And he hands you over the little metal object.
I'll take it.
Okay, you should maybe, I don't know, walk as far as you want, like, I don't know, just any direction.
I'll walk 30 feet directly to his north.
See, it just says, okay, now, like, squeeze the thing.
I squeeze it.
As you do, he lets go of the key, and the key rockets at you at a massive speed. Make me a dex save.
Oh god.
Okay. Being surprised by the key and the key coming at you at a speed you didn't expect, you try to move before it just slams you right in the chest.
How much damage do I take from that?
It's only 4 damage, 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah, this is why I didn't do it on a dagger.
Right. Ah, fuck. So, basically, the key is only, able to rocket towards anything metal or the dagger? I don't...
Well, it's linked to the little, stone, and anytime you call the stone, the key will try to head back to the stone. No matter where the stone is.
So, if we embed the stone in the gauntlet that will hold the blade...
Oh, well, I'd make a different enchantment, but... Yeah. I mean, I could figure it out. I'm sure I could, after a while, figure out how to fix it. But...
How long would you need?
I don't know. Where are you guys going?
Well, we're heading to Grand Huron, but then we're heading back to Anthorpe.
Oh, I'm heading to Grand Huron. I don't know. If you're there for a bit, maybe a day? I mean, I could work on it while we're traveling.
Yes.
Sure, why not? If anything, my Artificer Fred could help you perfect your thrower of flame.
That too. Also, I didn't get to show you something that you want to buy. You only saw the chair. That little
Okay, well...
Little worm's chair as he points over at the kobold sitting in the glass cage.
Okay, how about you show me something that may work to my taste then?
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Again? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This! See, grabs what seems to be a crossbow, but instead of the bolts don't exactly have arrowheads, they seem to have these little scoops. You see this?
Yeah?
Look! See, fumbles around in what seems to be a bag full of liquid vials. Looking at his recent inventions and then noticing that there is just a bag with loose bottles. That seems extremely dangerous, as he just grabs some odd-looking liquid, puts it onto the scoop, and then fires the crossbow as it launches not only the bolt, but the vial pretty stably, and then slams into the ground. The effects of the vial just spraying everywhere in a sort of mist. You see, this crossbow lets you launch potions.
Huh.
So, yeah, nothing wrong with it. It's pretty good.
Can it also fire regular bolts?
Well, I mean, I guess, but
I'm asking for versatility's sake.
Sure. I mean, the might act a little weird. The magic holding the vial together and spreading the vial is a bit interesting. But you could do that. I mean, it's a little
I'll give
lame.
you... I'm willing to trade you for it this fine gold mirror that is worth 120 gold, and trade you in my regular crossbow, so if you want, you can make another one.
Well, I mean, if you want to keep the crossbow, I'll just take the mirror. I mean, just be careful.
Why?
So, I don't have a full list of it, but some potions aren't necessarily the best to put on there. By that I mean they just kind of break from the magic when they're put onto the crossbow.
Question. Are healing potions on that list?
Not as far as I can tell, at least like small ones.
So regular potions of healing are capable of being launched by this thing.
Sure, yeah. I mean, they wouldn't be very effective, but I mean, they can get something done.
Sure, I'll take it. Why not?
Okay, yeah. I'll just take the mirror. I can, I don't know, do something with it. Oh, what about a mirror that talks to you?
I would highly go against that, but it's your mirror now. And I will remove the fine gold mirror from my inventory.
Second.
Now, is this a two-handed crossbow or is it a hand crossbow?
It's a two-handed crossbow.
Okay. I don't know if I have proficiency with that.
Very disability friendly.
Give me 1 second. Okay. He puts it down to like, okay, well, is there anything else you'd like? I mean, I've got plenty of things.
Oh, I didn't mean to spam that.
You got it.
No weapon.
Oh, not that I can tell, no.
What about your artificer friend? You want to help me with something?
Yes.
Okay, well, I do have to say, might not be a great thing.
What is it?
So, I have this string. And I thought about it. You know, string is pretty useful. But sometimes you might need to, like, I don't know, blow up like create a very concentrated explosion across a line, right?
Yeah.
So he pulls out this great looking string. So I fused the string with gunpowder.
Yep.
The problem is, it just seems to explode everywhere. I mean, it's very sensitive too, here, as he kind of tosses the entire thing over to you. Well.
Yep.
Are you okay?
Yep.
See, he's like, oh wow, huh. That usually goes worse. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know, it's just... I made it, and I was thinking I could use it for something else, but I haven't really thought of a good idea for this. Other than, you know, blowing up things. Maybe we can tie up the elf.
Ooh.
No.
Shh. This is not a conversation for people outside of this small area.
When it
as he gets
concerns
closer to
tying up
Clank.
one of my party members, it does. Yes.
No
We are not tying up the elf.
refunds.
Mate, I have a crossbow that can launch alchemical fire now. I think we're on level playing field.
I didn't tell you whether or not our chemical fire detonates in it.
Would you like to find
Yeah.
out?
Well, I mean, would you?
Kind of, but I'd rather not blow up your wagon. So please, do not tie up my elven friend.
Well, I mean, I didn't say I was going to. I just said we could. God. So he kind of like gets a little closer to Clank. Are they all this lame?
Yes.
Oh.
Every single one of them. They wouldn't let me light the fuse on a cannon before.
That's actually... Did you know that in gnomish towns that's illegal?
I know. Bullshit. They won't let me have any fun. No fun at all. They won't even let me build things. I want to build fun things, but no. Clank, that's illegal. Clank, that's immoral. Clank, you can't wipe out a certain species. I was like, well,
Oh,
fucking
okay,
watch
maybe you
me.
shouldn't do that.
No, that's okay. They're fine.
No. Well, okay. Well,
I
if
got
you
a
want
point.
this, he kind of hands you what seems to be like a rifle, but the end of the barrel is not a barrel. It's not like a barrel. It's instead a brass-like hand that's holding a glass orb. And in the glass orb is a very large, very scary-looking spider. You can use this on them.
Yes.
You launch a venomous spider. You should maybe don't drop it.
I shall try not to.
Okay.
Please don't throw it towards me. Pass it to me.
Fine. So he just kind of hands you the gun.
This is why we can't trust fucking gnomes, man. They just make
And for future
WMDs.
episodes, let's pass each other things. We don't want any accidents happening, even though that's the best kind of fun.
Well, In any case, as he looks at it, I'm sure all of you have some nice equipment that you wouldn't like to be stolen, yes?
Depends. I might be the one stealing it.
Well...
That's a joke.
Anyways, here, as he grabs a bag that seems to have these steel like jets on the exterior of it.
What the fuck is that?
It's an anti-theft backpack.
How is it anti-theft?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Okay.
Steal something from it.
Yeah. Well, okay. You know what? No, he kind of calls his backpack. Don't. It's not a good idea.
I feel like that's unhealthy.
Well, okay. Well, I found for once in my life, I found an agreeable elf, as he looks over at Isse, who, should be a rather interesting spell. Well, I mean, it's not a unique spell. It's a fireball, really. And he said, well, a backpack that people couldn't steal from, and, that prevents anybody from stealing ever again would be a great idea. So the backpack launches a fireball if you try to steal from it.
So it launches a fireball.
This is what happens if you teach gnomes anything.
So,
I bet you people haven't learned how to clean yourselves.
Actually, Isse, I'm gonna splash some mud up on my face. Show the gnome what he's not knowing.
I'm going to clean Cassian's face.
Oh yeah, it's so ineffective as when he seems to grab off of the table a massive tube with a light blue container at the very back of it.
I swear, if you spare me with that, I will kill you where you stand.
I wasn't gonna spray you. I was just gonna spray the dirt on you.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know what that is. I know what he hit me with.
I just said it was gonna clean you, I think.
See, I don't like how you say I think. That makes me worry.
Well, I said I think about whether or not I told you who's gonna clean you.
Mate, you're not really... Look. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I'm so baffled by this whole interaction.
Okay, look, how about we just continue on to Grand Huron? Just, I can, not get robbed, murdered, and, I don't know, eaten. I don't know if people eat gnomes here.
Gotta look towards Clank.
Alright, let's start going.
The gnome just looks up at Clank. You eat gnomes?
No, he doesn't eat gnomes. He's just made some very interesting jokes in the past.
Okay.
But here, I don't know what your name is, sir, but here, take this, and I'll hand him that schematic for the hidden blade with some notes saying, if you don't want to add the stone, just make it to where a dagger can extend and retract when I want it to.
Yeah, sure, but that's just... Okay, well, the name's Kwani.
Name's Cassian, and my artificer friend here is Clank. I don't think you want to know what the elf's name is. The human...
Probably something dumb with an S.
Yes, it possesses the letter S.
See, it's dumb.
Anyway,
I fail to see how that is relevant.
the human over there is named Sam. The sea elf is named Mizuno.
Oh, it's another elf.
I
thought it was a fish.
He is a sea elf.
Well, I guess it's a little better.
Former Marine.
Not much. Not really. If you left it at that, anyways, let's just continue. It's fine. I'm probably not going to remember the names. So you're going to have to tell me again later.
That's fine. Just I'm Cassian. I will be your envoy to this group, I guess.
Okay. See, you can see as he just pushes the lever back up on the side of the cart as the walls of the cart just kind of flop back in to remake the full structure. So you can hear the carriage itself is starting to power up, if anything.
I'm gonna walk over to Isse and whisper, "So we decided on if we're gonna kill this gnome and take the wagon, or..." I'm kind of leaning towards the murder. It's not even because he's a gnome. He's just dangerous.
Do we need to do we want any of these things?
That would be unwise.
Can I attempt to
killing
sneak
them.
into the cart?
I mean, there's not really like a. When the cart's all closed up, there's not like an entrance to the cart per se.
Okay.
I don't know if I really want anything. I'm kind of concerned it's going to end
It
up
was all
making.
made by a gnome. Specifically that gnome.
Do we
Did he
want
happen to
anything
pack
from
up
it?
the flamethrower?
I mean, not really. I don't. Kind of rubs me the wrong way. He just makes really dangerous things.
The thrower of flame is needed.
I don't know. Well, I'll come back to you later after we get to Grand Heron. I guess we'll continue on our way to Grand Heron.
We march.
Well, we're on horses, so we're trotting.
Yeah.
The horse is
Trot.
nuts.
So as the cart continues with you, and as it starts to head to night. After a while, you finally manage to find a little campground as Kwani's also come with you.
How much you want to bet Claw's going to throw us into combat just so he can use that fucking flamethrower?
I want to use this fucking hammer, dude.
No, you do.
Ballistic sledge.
Kwani's as you all start to make the camp, and as one of you attempts to light a little fire, Kwani's like, "I have a solution for this." As he seems to mess with something in one of the top parts of the cart, as what jumps off of the cart, which would be referred to as a stone pit with metal spider legs, as it seems to have a little almost like a drill on the bottom. As it runs to the middle of the little site, drills into the ground, digs itself in, and then suddenly a flame emerges from the top of it, making a little artificial campfire.
I guess that works.
See?
I think that's the one thing that has not been considered dangerous or just odd. Very well done. I recommend you patent that.
Alright, well, you know what? It's just
What?
because someone makes something doesn't mean it has to be dangerous. I mean, fire's dangerous. You know,
I know that, but
he just kind
everything
of
that you
grumbles and he
made
looks like he's just...
seems to have some danger to
Yes,
it.
I for one agree with the elf for once. I'm sure that somehow this is still dangerous.
You can see he's tinkering with what seems to be an orb of gears.
Ah, the infamous gear orb. I am well versed in the gears.
I'll go ahead and take a look and see if there's anything that could be considered hostile around us.
I'm gonna
Okay,
look
roll
at his
perception.
gear.
Oh,
orb,
that's a
and then I'll
terrible
see if
roll. I don't see
I
anything.
can find a reference of it in my book.
Oh yeah, so you're checking out the gear, the orb.
I was looking at his gear orb and seeing if I could find it in my book.
Okay. So it's hard to see exactly what he's doing. Definitely not sure. I forgot about that. You can see that there's some general basics on like making some clockwork devices, and it seems familiar, but you can't exactly find any reference to whatever he's making in the book. The book itself doesn't have any like. The book itself, while it describes how to make simple structures, is mostly about teaching someone the fundamentals of working with clockwork mechanisms and golems. However, you do find occasional references to what are considered totally not a trap and actually a self-defense mechanism of a clockwork structure where a javelin launches out of the wall and spears any encroaching intruders.
I'm going to point Clank at that page in particular.
I seem to have found something that would interest you.
Yes.
Yes, it's a defense mechanism that spears trespassers.
Interesting. Clank may learn, but Clank is more so interested in protecting himself and not a group of people. So Clank would rather. Clank would rather build something more aggressive.
Clank, are
And
you
not
alright?
passive.
You seem a bit flustered. Since
You're flustered.
We've met.
Yeah. Yeah, now what are you gonna do about it? Hmm?
Beat a 7, fucker.
No, probably won't.
I don't
What
know.
am I
You
rolling?
try,
Perception.
Deception or persuasion, whichever one you're trying to do. If you're trying to
Well-
convince or lie to me, don't tell me what it is.
See? Told it.
What's got you flustered then?
Nothing. I don't know where this is coming from.
I don't know. Your speech pattern went real weird once we started talking to this gnome. I thought Clank was like flustered, like, oh my god, I found my best friend.
No, but Clank plans on learning a lot from this man and building better and bigger and more elaborate contraptions.
Well, fair enough.
Clank is excited. Clank wants the book Clank wants to learn from this man, mainly. That's all I want.
Fair enough. Cassian's gonna fucking bed down for the night because I haven't found anything on the horizon.
Okay. As you start to bed down, you just hear a ding noise off by the gnome's cart.
Yeah, it's a fucking microwave.
After maybe about like 15 minutes, it's once again another ding noise.
Ding,
Thondin
fries are
is
done. Ding,
annoyed.
fries are done.
I know what you're referencing.
Thondin's. Can I hear the beep too, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the gnome and ask what the fuck that is.
What do you mean?
The
What's the
ding.
beeping? The ding thing, the
It's
bell.
a ding machine.
A ding machine.
I'm trying to get rid of it.
You're trying to get rid of it?
I mean, I guess selling it.
What? Who would want a ding machine? What is its use?
I don't know. I didn't make it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna
What?
break it if it doesn't shut up.
I don't try to find it. I don't know where it is.
I will find this goddamn thing. What do I gotta roll?
Okay. Roll me investigation.
Yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
there you go.
After a little bit, you can see his rolling around the cart, looking around for the machine. You can see what in our terms you would describe as a small little clock that seems to have a timer for every 15 minutes
God fucking damn
as
it.
it just dings. What did you say?
I said, God fucking damn it. Is there any way to, like, are there any buttons to hit?
It doesn't seem to have any buttons on it.
Oh my, I'm just gonna smash it.
Okay, roll me an attack with something.
Can I use my new hammer? Well, actually, it's not done yet, so
It's an explosive hammer. Are you sure you want to do that?
no. 7, nice. 14. Let's go.
As you attempt to swing Giant Smasher and try to hit it, the ding machine dodges.
Oh!
As it
That was
sprouts tiny
smart.
legs and jumps off of the cart. And as you can see it running away from you, it's just dinging constantly
I love
as it's
this
running
machine.
off into the wood.
Clank, get it! Run.
No. I
As
don't
you
think
can
I
hear
will.
Kwani in the background saying, "His legs!"
It's alive!
That's amazing!
Well,
Can I
have
see
to go
it from
find
where
it
I am?
now.
You can see it as it walked away into the woods, and it's very quietly going ding, 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 as it's just disappearing off.
Pick
into
up
the
my
woods.
longbow and shoot it.
Sure. It's hard to see right now, so you're gonna do it at disadvantage.
But you're in dim light.
Okay. Roll me damage. Okay, so you can hear as a ding, and it just gets cut off as the arrow hits the machine.
That was a good shot, you say?
The dinging has
Yeah.
ceased.
Good job.
Kill the ding machine.
Alright, I'm gonna give Isse 1 piece of platinum.
Platinum.
Well, I barely have any gold.
Oh yeah, all your money is in platinum.
I could just make this I can make this platinum armor pretty much.
Fair enough.
Okay. One second. Is there anything you guys would like to do for your downtime? For the long rest downtime?
I mean, I guess I'll focus all my my attention on the star on my forehead.
Okay. Make me a religion check, or actually, whatever check you'd like to make.
I don't. Do an Arcana check. I assume this has some type of magical principle to it.
Okay. Trying to determine if it has any sort of energy coming off of it, determining the point to the star. You actually come to realize that this doesn't seem to be magical in any sort of way. It seems that the star is more of just signifying who or what you are to somebody.
So it's more of just a symbol of like recognition, I guess.
Sort of. It's putting together your own knowledge of how thieves work. This is almost as if how a thief would mark a building, as if it were marking a safe house or something important.
Fair enough. The mark doesn't seem to be going away, does it?
It seems to be a rather strange paint. If you were to wipe it away, you're pretty sure you could.
I don't think I want to wipe it away. Yeah, that's really all I can think of for right now.
Okay, just give me 1 second. If you guys want to take a break, if you want to go get something to eat, go to the bathroom or something, right now's probably the time to do it. If you guys have anything that you got from Kwani and you want to add to your inventory, just let me know and I will add it.
What about that crossbow?
Yes, I will add that.
I don't even know if I can use it, but Sam might be able to use it.
Corporal is back.
That's good. Okay,
Dude, you sound fucked. Wow, you sound
Just
fucked.
a little too close to your mic.
Yeah, just a little too close.
I apologize.
Are you good? Are you feeling better? Or are you still feeling like shit?
I threw up, so I feel great.
Okay.
And then you drank lots of water, right?
Yeah, did you drink water? Are you lying to me?
Then you brush your teeth
Maybe.
because you want to get rid of the acid in your mouth.
Yep.
Silence.
I would just like to say this week's sponsor is by Chaucer's Mead. 2 bottles will fuck you up. Would also like to say that you can't spell advertisements without semen between tits.
Okay, well he's so drunk.
What between tits, huh?
You heard it here, folks.
Look
Semen.
up, you can't spell advertising without semen between tits.
Holy fuck, you're so drunk.
Oh, Jesus Christ, do not drink 2 bottles of fucking wine.
This reminds you of whenever Scythe took like 20 shots of tequila at the beginning of the session.
To be fair, I've been kind of paying attention. I know that we met a gnome, and I know something happened with a dwarf. And then I threw up, and I don't know what else happened.
You didn't miss much. We just have a crossbow that can shoot potions. We have a hammer that has an explosive capability to it whenever it makes contact with something. And we have Clank working on a DnD version of a flamethrower alongside this gnome. I think that's it. Besides the ding machine that we killed.
Ding!
Bastards. Killing a ding machine.
You can make
I just
another
want
one.
to say Chaucer's mead comes with a spice packet that comes with cinnamon, orange peel, cloves, and natural flavors, whatever the fuck that means.
That does not sound like a good combination.
Okay.
It sounds like
so
a fine
unfortunate news.
What?
Oh no.
I have to go pick someone up from downtown.
Oh. Fuck off.
Corporal
which-
gets to ramble drunkenly
No,
for 30
you
minutes.
Well, no,
don't.
which means I'm probably gonna have to end the session here.
Oh, that's fine.
It's okay.